Well, Dwayne's next role is probably to rescue SummerSlam, if I had to guess.
Why would he do that?
Why would he do
I
that?
don't know.
He should not do that. He should
Yeah,
not.
I
what you
mean,
coming around for? For this shit?
I'm I mean, to me, it's like because like he did Elimination Chamber as a favor to Nick, but every time they've gone back to him, it's like I always say this because like if he does this, it only benefits the person he hates most on this planet. So no, but
What
yeah, that
if they were
thing.
to? Because what they're at what 42 for both
You talking
nights.
about both nights combined?
Yeah.
We probably
Hold
like
on.
closer to 44.
You got me pulling out the
Let's look it up.
calculator.
Where is that show again?
Minnesota,
Minneapolis.
Minneapolis.
That's like the close.
Hey man,
That's
who's
like
gonna
the
be starting
closest
quarterback for the Vikings?
Isn't it still JJ McCarthy?
But they brought in didn't they bring in not Tua. Did they bring in Tua? They brought in
Shit, I'm out of the loop.
some
Kyler
some
Murray.
quarterback. Kyler
What?
Murray, thank you. It was one of the short
Oh
motherfuckers,
yeah.
yeah.
They're well, not like we're live or anything.
I'm aware of this. I'm like, what?
They're
At least you was polite.
they are currently at 44,774.
You have
What is
hope,
this that we're
Sean.
talking about?
You have hope.
Hope for
You have a
what?
glimmer of hope that All In will be SummerSlam both nights. Was that your thing, Sean?
I didn't say anything.
No, but wasn't that yours? I thought that was your thing that they were going to beat.
They
That
only
All
got
In.
3 weeks.
I don't think I said anything about that.
Oh,
I
They
can't.
only got
Somebody said that. Though. I can't
Somebody
remember,
said-
but you're right.
yeah.
Somebody said that.
They only got 3 weeks though, whereas All In sold 4K last week alone, and they're still having triple digit days every day for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
If it's
9,
anything
10.
to
The
embarrass that
last 10,
company, I'm with it.
the last okay, so out of the last 12 days, 11 of them have been triple digit ticket sales, which is how you get 4,000 sold last week. And then they both disappeared. We're supposed to be pre-show rambling.
By the way, I got a surprise for you, Chase.
Am I going to flip you off? I mean, it's not
Is
what
that
I
the-
want.
Is that a 4K? Is that a 4K?
No,
No,
it's
that's
not.
it's just regular Blu-ray.
No, that's why he doesn't have it.
It instantly sold out.
Did it?
I
Yeah.
don't know what it. I don't know what it is for me. Amazon always delivers my stuff early, no matter what it is.
It's
You're
the
probably right next to a distribution center.
and you probably have a distribution center that is
Oh, a supplier as well.
yeah, probably because they probably have them in the building. They're just not sending them out yet. They're not supposed to actually send them out for. You're supposed to hold on to them until the actual release date, and they're probably not doing that. So
I mean, because
Technically,
this was supposed to show up on Friday, and it's Tuesday. So
when was it released?
today. It was released
yeah,
today.
today. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh man, you got it today, all right, Sean?
Yeah.
Who
I-
you
and
know at Amazon?
And I don't even have Prime. I don't even have Prime. So
I would imagine what I just said is why.
How does a human being live without Amazon Prime? How do you do it, Sean?
well, I mean,
Talk me off. It's like to get me out of this hell that I'm in.
I
Of
mean,
ordering things every day.
the only time I really need Prime is to watch NASCAR, and I use my brother's account for that. So
Sean, does anyone in your house have Prime?
yeah, yeah. Like I said, when Prime runs its NASCAR races, which was back in late May through June, I watch that stuff on my brother's account. 'Cause
But
he pays for half the streaming services and I pay for half, so
so you have Prime strictly for streaming? Like, you don't buy anything?
I don't buy a ton of stuff on Amazon,
That's
honestly.
what I'm talking about, Sean. Like,
Yeah,
I need
Yeah.
help with that.
I don't
That's what I need help with. Yeah.
It doesn't.
Yeah, the
It
streaming
doesn't.
service is cool as well.
It doesn't help that like you get all that extra shit with Prime too. Like it's crazy.
There's
It's
something coming to
crazy
my
all this.
house every day, and I don't even know what it is half the time. I'm like, oh yeah, I got this because I need. Yeah, I'm with you, Brandon.
Keep ordering shit. Keep ordering shit.
Prime is probably the least that I use as far as streaming services. There's not too much stuff on there that I watch.
I just caught up on Invincible last week, so
Man, I wish I liked that show as much as everybody else, man. Really wish I did.
But you knew
Did
you
you
weren't
like that
gonna like
game?
it. But
I
you
felt
knew
the
you
same way about the. I felt the
you
same way about. I was gonna say. I know what Josh's gonna say. I felt the same way about the comic though. I didn't like the comic
yeah,
as
you knew
much as
you weren't
everybody
get
else
you
did
knew there
too.
was gonna be a point where you weren't gonna like it as much. So
I do. I still like it though. I always feel like, and this is spoilers for Invincible, very very small. The book and the show for me peaked when Omni Man revealed himself, and it
well,
just
that's like
hadn't been
the
the same
that's
since.
the first thing.
no,
I
no,
know.
no, no,
I'm
no.
aware. I am aware. And like it, stuff happens. It's all good, but
Right.
then just not.
No,
I don't
I
know.
don't think I think it peaks. I think it suffered the same problem that like if Fables ever became a thing, it would be the same thing where you would get what about issue 75 in this in the TV show, and then it would fall off a cliff. Not because it's bad, but because nothing's going on. So you know that, Marquis. You know that. I think it suffered the same thing. I don't think it was a case of him not knowing how he wanted to end it. I think he just strung it along too long. So
They wanted him to keep making it. Like they wanted him to
so
keep making it
yeah. So
because it was a monster. That and The Walking Dead. He wanted him to keep writing it. So
There's elements of that show that's still on TV.
yes.
Yeah,
That's crazy, man. Who's hanging on to this? Just the
AMC.
diehard of the diehard, or the?
A
I'm just talking about who's like watching. Like,
We're
James
I mean,
Dolan.
for AMC is some of
Is
their
the
highest rated stuff
yeah.
still.
That and the Anne Rice
is it
stuff.
highly rated though?
I mean, what you mean, like
Higher
critically? No, but
No.
Or like
it's
people watch it? I mean, people like terrible stuff.
No,
I know it's
people
Transformers,
are
not
like,
watching.
highly rated on AMC, and that's TNA.
gotcha.
Yeah, they haven't been on. They haven't
Yeah,
been listed the last 3.
that's true.
They haven't. They haven't been listed the last 3 weeks, which means they're doing lower than a .02.
That's crazy.
Because some TNA fan was like, a Dave's mentions has been like, why haven't you talked about TNA's ratings? I haven't seen any. They haven't been on the top 250 the last 3 weeks. And he was like, that means they haven't recorded a rating higher than .02.
Do we know when that contract's supposed to be up? I thought it was like not even that long of a TV deal.
3 years. It's 3
Oh,
years.
really? Okay.
Yeah. Granted, they can obviously get canceled. James Dolan might not want to pay them $25 million more dollars.
Maybe.
Hey, I had this on the rundown, but let's just knock it out real quick before we start. Have y'all watched any of the episodes of Dark Side of the Ring?
yeah, I
Yeah, I
watched
mean,
the first two.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, the last week was the only one so far. So
It
What have
was
you thought so
very
far?
it was very you needed I saw a lot of people say this. You needed people like Dave, other people like that on the
I mean, it
show
was the same problem they had with the
that
WCW show, where it was,
where you needed people on
just a
there
bunch
to
of
counter
carnies.
to counter what everyone was saying. And like I asked everybody like the questions I would have wanted, but like Monty Brown isn't talked about at all. Um which is like if
Ridiculous.
even if you're this far out and you don't understand that that was like the first chance you had, and then Joe was the second chance you had, that that just shows how just like none of them either get it or ever really want to get it, and that's whatever it is. But yeah, yeah, it's
Also
very
think it
much
was
a
crazy that Dixie Carter, like, she shoulda showed up, man. They talked about this woman like she was Satan herself, and I'm like, "You really needed to be there because they were just
because
punching and
because
punching."
because I because you can't blame everything on her. You can't.
No, no, you can't.
You can't.
And
Like
it's not like they didn't ask her either. I mean, she's the one who
I think
turned it down, so
she probably thought that no matter what, it wasn't gonna be like a good look for her, but probably in hindsight, she should have done it anyways and been like, "Well,
Defend herself a little bit.
yeah." I mean, even if she just admitted, "Hey, I was somebody from the outside looking in. I thought I kinda had an idea of what this was, and it was very evident that I had no clue what this was." So, I don't think
Because
that's a
I
big thing.
watched it with Britt, who obviously didn't follow TNA. She didn't follow anything till she met me, and she was like, was she really that bad?" I was like, "No, not at all. I wish she was here to
Yeah.
to kinda tell you
Not that she
herself
was
what happened."
great, not that
No,
she
she
was
wasn't
great,
great, no, but
but I mean, really, it was Russo and Jarrett deserve the biggest blame, and then her for going along with it, and then, and whatever, we'll see.
and obviously didn't really talk about. I mean, they sort of touched on it a little bit with how their original funding got pulled, and then Dixie and Panda Energy swooped in, but they really didn't. They sort of just made it like, oh, the 2000s were great for TNA, and it's like, yeah, they had great moments, but they kind of ignored a lot of the problems and a lot of the shit that was in
You're
between.
right.
So
It was like
Was Dutch on it?
they
Mhm.
talked about him for, like, 30 seconds, but he wasn't on it now.
Oh, he
What?
wasn't? Oh, they talked about it, he talked about it,
they
sorry.
talked
yeah,
about him, yeah.
yeah, they talked about him, but he wasn't on there.
He's not on there. Yeah.
They don't
But
really
he
talk
was
about Dusty, they don't really talk about Dusty
Nope.
either.
Yeah,
I don't even remember him mentioned. Was he mentioned at all? I don't remember.
I think they say that they, like, brought him in, I think,
they
I remember.
they didn't mention how I guess Russo was gone for a point, and that was when like Demore was booking the first time when TNA was good, and they didn't. They ignored the fact that Russo was gone for a little bit there, and then they brought him back, and you know,
But yeah.
We'll see how part 3 goes before I decide
Yeah,
to
I'm
recommend
waiting for
anything
part
about it.
3 because I'm curious, like, how maybe they'll admit more faults in part 3, but
And they've painted
these
Jeff Jarrett
people
as the hero. They
these
painted him as the
people
well, yeah,
hero.
they painted Jeff Jarrett like a great guy.
I is Eric
I'm
Bischoff
sure
on this
Jeff
show?
He just
yes.
came on it. He just came
Yeah.
on it.
Is that man ever admitted fault?
No.
No,
Or is he clutching on to a year and a half glory forever? What's the
Ever.
name of his
pretty much.
Yeah. Forever.
We're way
Forever.
What's the
past
name of
those
that show?
stupid fucking 83 weeks. Way past it now.
Is it still going on? I haven't heard nothing about
Yeah,
it. He doesn't do it no more,
yeah,
right?
83
Yeah, he
no,
does.
Yeah,
83
he
weeks
still
still
does
does.
83
Oh,
weeks, yeah.
my bad. I thought he stopped it.
No, dude, you kidding me? Conrad's got bills to pay.
Fuck him too.
Ric Flair's last match, 2.
Oh my god, that show. Christ.
You ready to talk about some other stuff?
Sure, man.
Do
Why
you want me to
not?
just go ahead and do this?
Oh, no, let's
No,
let's
no,
let's
no,
go
no, no,
organically.
no. Yeah,
Let's go
yeah, hang on,
organically
hang on, hang
through.
on.
Go organically.
Josh, start the show, please, sir.
What? Start the
You
show.
start just
Alright,
yeah,
here
yeah.
we go. Hello, all. We've been yapping for a while now, but, welcome. We have Sean with us. We're gonna talk a lot of G1. We're also gonna talk some ticket sales. We're gonna talk some business, since a lot of people in the wrestling media don't like talking business, apparently.
At
I'm not
all.
ignoring things at all,
At all.
even though that's, part of why decisions are made, and it's why, like, even if you don't like something, you'd be like, "Well, that's why they did something." So, it's worth discussing instead of just being fanboys about stuff, so but we'll be fanboys too, don't worry. Don't worry, we're gonna talk G1. There'll be some fanboying going on. So,
You wanna
where do we wanna
detail
start?
Brandon, you wanna do it when you get to it or, say what you wanna do now, Brandon?
Yeah, yeah, we'll just get to it because I might switch
Okay.
stuff up.
Alright.
First thing, real quick, Imma give Sean the floor. Sean has some words he wanted to say.
Yeah, so it was funny. Everyone was in Chicago last week for the G1 show, but the week before that, I was in Chicago because I was at the NASCAR race. Rich from Voices of Wrestling, he's a big racing fan. His dad and his granddad were racing fans, so we had planned this trip for a while. Right, we would go to the race, and yeah, and then I found out during the trip after the race, because I was there an extra day, that my dog, Lady, passed away. She's appeared on the show briefly a couple times, just sitting back here on the couch, or I panned down and showed her, and um, yeah, she was a Cavalier King Charles. She was 12 years old. Um, Died very suddenly. We'd actually taken her to the vet before my trip, and just for a separate issue, and I don't know how you guys have experienced if you've ever had a dog taking them to the vet, but Lady was extremely well behaved. She was, handled the vet with no issues, and I guess apparently over the weekend, and the weekend of the 4th, she just went downhill really fast with some separate issue. I'm guessing, I don't know this for a fact, I'm guessing it was a heart-related issue because the Cavaliers, that's a common thing with them, is that they have heart problems. Um, but I guess the silver lining is that she lived longer than most. She was 12, and I know the average age for Cavaliers is a little younger than that. So, she she lived a long life. She was a great dog, and I've cried a lot. Probably gonna cry some more. We've lost dogs before. It's not the first dog that we've had that died, but I don't know, this one, because of how sudden it was, just hit really hard. So, um, yeah, we're definitely gonna miss Lady really hard here for a while. So, um,
Yeah. All the best to you, Sean. Sorry to
beautiful.
hear that, man.
She was such a great dog. She really was. So
Rest in power to Lady, man. R.I.P.
yeah, definitely gonna miss her. So
But yeah, we're here for you, man. Anything you need from us, obviously, just let us know, man. But all the best to you and the family on that. Um, we want to move to just because this did happen. I want to make sure that we talk about this. Y'all have anything to say in regards to uh championship wins? We had CM Punk and Kenny Omega just this past week. Y'all got
Y'all wanna talk
any
about
kind of
the
takes?
interesting one or the one that's not interesting? Which one?
I think it's funny that some people tried to suggest that the Kenny title win only happened because of the Punk title win, which
You knew that was
I
gonna
mean,
happen though.
yeah, I mean,
You knew that was gonna happen though.
obviously the match got moved up from the pay-per-view, but very clearly, the Kenny title win was very obviously planned for a long time. They just decided to
And
change when it happened.
and
So,
we know that was MJF's decision, and we don't know why.
who knows? Maybe it was to spite Punk. Although I guess that move was made the week before, so
When did they announce the CM Punk title match? Was it that night on Raw?
Yes, they did not announce
Yes.
that he was there until his music
yeah.
hit.
Right. They did the
So
whole, like
so really,
I mean,
it's the inverse. That's what
I
you're
mean,
telling me. It's
they
the
it
inverse,
Yeah,
right?
it had been
yeah.
rumored for weeks that Punk was gonna be there, but they did the whole thing of, they didn't actually announce him. There's just sort of scuttlebutt
I
that he
mean,
was
you
gonna be
you could
there.
put on a tinfoil hat and be like, MJF somehow found out, or the AEW somehow people within AEW found out that that's what they were gonna do with Punk, with Sammy, and MJF said, "Well, fuck that. If you wanna tinfoil hat it," but
But what does it
who
matter
knows?
though? Like,
It doesn't.
what
It
does any
doesn't.
of
It d
that
it d
stuff matter to what
it's
AEW is
wrestlers
doing right now?
it's wrestlers being wrestlers. It's wrestlers being wrestlers. But
CM Punk is a sucker. CM Punk is a bitch
but
ass
it
motherfucker.
is
How- Go
Why?
ahead,
Why
Josh.
he's
Go
all
ahead,
that?
Josh.
well, I
Go
was
ahead,
gonna say,
Josh.
I don't know why, like, which one you which one did you find interesting and which one did you not find interesting?
Kenny
Let me
Omega is definitely more interesting. Like,
Is it?
definitely more. Yes,
Is
more
it?
interesting. 100%.
Is it just because of the
I think the ratings showed that yes,
well,
it is more
yes,
interesting.
but from a backstage political part of it, which one is more interesting?
I missed that. You cut out a little bit.
I
Josh.
Yeah, I think he was
said
saying like,
he's-
yeah,
he's
basically
saying, like-
just the messiness of Punk winning the
Winning.
championship is a little bit
'Cause
more
it's-
interesting than
yeah,
the on screen of
well,
Kenny Omega
yeah,
winning the
of course.
championship.
because it's clear he felt some type of way about losing to Roman, went home for 3 months, and then only came back when they put a belt back on him.
right,
Hmm.
and he had to, and he couldn't beat certain people to get that belt, so he had to beat Sammy for that belt, which was in itself just all sorts of messy. So
By the
And
way,
Pu-
that company stinks. Brand split. Ha ha ha. SmackDown champion losing this belt on an episode of Monday Night Raw. But people want to tell me that this company creates moments. They create moments that don't make no fucking sense. What the hell? The man just shows up on Raw out of nowhere, gets a title shot, was not involved in their decision at fucking their last pay-per-view, and gets a title shot. It's just looks like Hulk Hogan. What the fuck, man? What is this? What? Sure, CM Punk? Terry Mollell, same shit. Y'all seen the meme? He's starting to look like the dude.
No,
Have y'all seen the meme?
no,
Same
no.
motherfucker, man.
You
This is
capping, bro.
crazy,
Nah,
bro. This is
ain't no
and like for
Hogan.
some reason, there's excuse after excuse after excuse when this company does something shitty. And now it's at the point where, like, other than their crazy fucking fan base, nobody else watches this shit. Like, you got Dynamite. You got Dynamite that people talk about. Oh, the ratings are disappointing. They should be doing blah blah. They just outdid this bullshit ass show. So what are we doing? One thing is working, the other thing is not. It's just that simple. Nobody likes this shit. If you like the WWE at this point, you are just a weirdo. You are the weirdo now. It's no longer us. It's y'all. If y'all still like this shit, all of y'all. Y'all the weird ones. So stop calling us weird, because we like to see good matches and maybe things that look a little bit different than that shit y'all watch, because y'all niggas is weird now. Y'all weird. Go ahead, John.
Well,
I'm sorry. That shit
I don't
pissed
know.
me off when I saw that.
You didn't even
I guess
mention
what
the
was
dumbest thing on that show, which was Obafemi saying, "I gave up my title shot just because I knew Brock would cost me the championship."
Somebody else talk. Go ahead.
I mean, I was gonna say about Punk too. I mean, he came in there with a new physique. That's very interesting. I don't think
Straight
he's
edge. He's got drug free
Yeah.
tattooed on his knuckles.
That
Yeah,
don't count.
and
does not
you
count,
know,
though.
he's not a hypocrite. He's not a hypocrite. Thing is, of all the things you could say about Punk before, being a hypocrite wasn't one of them. Like, something broke in this man, and it's really fascinating to kind of watch, because he definitely wasn't a hypocrite, and then all of a sudden it's like, and now I'm gonna be a hypocrite, and that, and not a hypocrite in the yeah, I'm gonna admit I'm gonna be a hypocrite just because I'm a hypocrite on this one thing. It's like everything. And then Cody's got to be like with a big smile on his face, because like he's like, hey, they all hate him now. They don't hate me. So it's all just
No, why are you talking about Marquinhos' boy Raheem?
Hey man, cut that shit out. So if y'all don't know the story, I wore a Cody Rhodes shirt on a flight because it was clean, and I was gonna sleep in it during the trip, and I didn't wear the shirt. So I was like, let me throw it on during this flight. I record a video on Snapchat, letting my loved ones know I made it back to Colombia, and this motherfucker decides, are you wearing a Cody Rhodes shirt? I'm letting my people, because they told me to let them know that I made it home safe. But this motherfucker, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Why I'm a what? You mean I'm
You said
a
what?
You motherfucker!
Oh, and for those of you who aren't on the Discord, you missed this little bit of funness I posted in
Oh, you got the
response.
picture? You got the picture?
No, I don't got the picture.
mocking,
You get copyright
venerating,
claim. We gotta
forever.
remove a little bit of second of that.
Oh man, that's funny.
That's crazy.
All right, Chase, I'm gonna throw it to you. You have ticket sales and viewership and whatnot. Go
So,
ahead and talk. Go ahead, what you got?
because it's again, we're talking about this again because the only person talking about these fucking SummerSlam ticket sales is Dave. Because apparently if you're not Dave, you're not allowed to report bad news about WWE. So night one of SummerSlam, which is Saturday, is at 22,539. Night 2 is at 22,235. We are less than 3 weeks away from this show, and this building holds 73,659. These shows might look worse than G1 in Chicago. Like it's like
That's horrible. That's
it's
horrible.
the Saturday night's main event crossed 10,000 with the Jalen Brunson announcement, which I personally don't understand. But they put Roman Reigns and Jalen Brunson on a poster, and they got over 10,000. So I guess it's not as embarrassing, but it's
King of
still
New
half
York,
full
man.
for the Garden, which is embarrassing.
It's still for
It's
the
still a good
Garden.
house.
That
It's
was
still a
what they
good
were
house.
that's what they were doing when they decided that, you know what? We shouldn't be doing TV in the Garden, and we shouldn't be doing pay-per-views in the Garden. So, not that it matters now, because the thing is it costs so much to do shows in the Garden, especially if you do TV. That's why they got in trouble with the Madison Square Garden, because they weren't doing TVs or pay-per-views, and Garden wanted that money, and they weren't getting the money. So that's why we had all of the stuff that happened with the Garden. Sorry, Chase. I just was gonna add that.
And now you got Dave Meltzer said this, and I tend to agree. What looks like the worst Saturday night's main event card ever produced. Like, have y'all seen this thing?
Nope, I'm looking
Of
at it right
course
now.
not, Chase.
As soon as you got
Oh
it, you
my!
got it
Well, the main event is Danhausen versus JD McDonough in a Knicks championship celebration match.
for
The
real.
main event? The
But that's the main event. I think the main event's actually Punk and Cody versus some other team.
Gunther
here we
and
go.
Sammy.
Here we go, right here. We got CM Punk and Cody versus Gunther and Sammy.
Who
We
gives a
got
fuck?
Brie Bella and Paige versus the Fatal Influence.
Who
Cares.
gives a
Fallon
fuck?
Henley and Laney Reed. Bailey versus Lyra Valkyria, and then JD McDonough versus Danhausen in a no DQ match.
And then
Man, that's
also,
robbing people, bro.
and then also a segment where Jalen Brunson acknowledges Roman Reigns.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
King of New York.
you're in New York, fine, whatever.
isn't that a heel thing to do though? Like, isn't that a what?
What do you mean heel? He's babyface.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how it works, man. I don't watch that company. So when you acknowledge Roman, does that mean like you like
You
I
put your
don't know.
finger
I
up in the
don't
air.
fucking know. I don't get. I just know you throw
Like
up a
you're at
finger.
church. Like you're at
Put a-
church. You throw your finger up in the air and you acknowledge him.
You look to your neighbor, Brandon. And you know.
Neighbor!
By the way,
I mean-
I was curious. Do you want to know what the main event of the last Saturday night's main event in Madison Square Garden was?
No,
You
what's
talking
What
about
year
is
was
this
this? Remind
era?
me what year
This
this was.
era?
No, the
Hang on, let me
last
guess.
time Saturday night's main event was in MSG,
What was the year?
2007.
2007. This
What
had
was it?
the
Was it
Matt
Khali
Hardy
Cena.
and
Khali Cena.
no,
Khali
hold
Cena.
on. This had the Matt Hardy versus Evander Holyfield fight
Boxing
on it. I
match.
believe so. That
But
had that on
I guess
there.
technically the match that went on last was CM Punk and the Boogeyman versus John
Boogie-
Morrison
My
and
God.
Big Daddy V with his rolls and his like boob fat. That I always, for whatever reason, as a kid, I always thought that Big Daddy V, that gimmick, had like the funniest. Like he was just a funny looking wrestler in that gimmick.
They got you, Sean.
They gotcha.
It was wacky, but
He was supposed to be a monster, and he was wacky and stupid. So
yeah, didn't get the intended reaction. But there
You
you
got
go.
any
That
more
was the last
business,
time Saturday night's main event was in Madison Square Garden.
Business Chase?
Do what? What do you want me to
Do
talk
you have
about?
any more business topics?
Uh, the fact that, again, not total viewers, live people watching on Monday last week did 679,000 for Raw, which was one of the lowest numbers in history, and we don't even need the nebulous max numbers to say Dynamite beat it, which is usually the case where it's like this Raw number did really low, but again, that soccer game did 50.1 million
Right.
viewers, which is what everybody's gonna say, but still, like, this is the first time this has ever happened. Ever.
Well, what does this mean? In the long run, what does it mean, though?
It doesn't mean nothing.
It means that company sucks, and the only people that watch it are the idiots that watch it
We'll
every
we'll
fucking
see.
week,
We'll see.
and
We
then
we
watch
got
it out hold on, and
when
then watch it out of habit, and then complain that I'm a casual wrestling fan. I still like wrestling. This is the only thing I have time for, even though there's hundreds and hundreds of hours of wrestling every fucking week, and they just hate watch the show and then make excuses as to why they don't give nothing else a chance. Those people. Go ahead, Josh.
we got what 3 more years left on this deal.
Which deal?
The Netflix. deal.
Netflix.
I mean,
No, you got
technically
4.
we have
4.
What 4? 4.
If you look
Here,
at
here's a here,
technically 9, but most
Technically
likely 4.
9.
here's a question I just thought of, going back to the SummerSlam thing for a second. I guess do you think this discourages them from trying like the double night thing again outside of WrestleMania? Because
Well,
it worked last year with SummerSlam when
Nah,
they were
I think
hotter,
they're gonna
but
keep doing
they
that, Chad.
I think they're
they
gonna try
the
it.
reason they're doing it is because 'cause they're getting paid to do it, and until
Right.
that
right,
money stops
yeah.
coming in,
I
they're gonna
mean,
kill
that's the
people
But I
thing.
guess
doing
at
it.
one
Like this,
point, does the if this trend continues and the attendance becomes embarrassing enough comparative to the venue, at what point do they
like the
say,
tickets,
hey,
like since they're getting paid to put on these shows, the tickets are just the like cherry on top because what the
Well
site fee is paying for the show, the pay per view is bringing in enough, or
right?
the
Well, but again, I guess at what point does WWE go, hey, we're putting 20,000 people in this 70,000 seat stadium. This isn't a good look, you know.
well, you don't
I
put them
mean,
in. You don't do the stadiums. You put
there's
them
Right.
in.
Well, right.
there
I think Dave Meltzer mentioned that like these shows probably would have sold incredibly well if they ran it at like the basketball arena in Minneapolis. If they did 2
yeah,
nights that way, that
That's
would
where
have been
Full
fine.
Gear 21 was.
Yeah. Like if they
Uh,
did 2 nights back to back in the arena, it would have no problem selling out.
yeah, they've already sold more tickets than that place holds, but
Yeah.
they're in a building
Mhm.
that holds 73,000, so
Right. Right.
but, the, Oba versus Brock didn't move tickets. Cody versus Punk didn't move tickets. Meanwhile, you got 8 okay, let me do math in my head because AEW, last Sunday started a 50% off sale for All In, but from that point so Sunday to Wednesday, they sold about roughly 1,300 tickets, but from Thursday to today, so 7 they sold 2,700 more post Will Ospreay Kenny Omega match announcement, and no WWE show has moved that amount of tickets in a day since,
Like Cena, right?
WrestleMania. Yeah, since WrestleMania this year.
It's almost
My head
like
hurts from all that math.
it's almost like wrestling fans want compelling things to go see. You know what would have
Almost.
been compelling? You know what they coulda just did is followed their own fucking booking and did Obafemi versus Roman Reigns, because I think that would have sold tickets. Don't you guys think that would have sold tickets? The fucking King of the Ring winner going after the biggest prize in the business and not being afraid that he can't kick enough ass to win the world title? Isn't that more compelling than him going, Brock Lesnar would have just came out there and screwed me out of the title? You shouldn't even be thinking like that when your gimmick is what it is. That shouldn't even cross your fucking mind. You should be like, if it comes out here, I kill him too. That's what it should be, instead of, well, let me get him out the way and get him because I'm just gonna give away the chance to be the top guy on this fucking TV show. What is this bullshit, man? What is this bullshit? And why do people still watch it? Can somebody explain that shit to me? What is this
Well
bullshit?
well, not that many people are watching it now.
Why does anyone
But,
watch it? Why does anyone watch it?
ask me, man. Uh, mm, go ask your
Mm.
friend Alfred.
Hey, whoa, hey, I let the Raheem Rose shit slide. I beat the shit out of you. Relax. Calm down.
Alright.
Calm down.
Skip past the WWE. I think that's enough for today. We got a lot of G1 stuff to talk about. Markeen, you have something, a topic or something that you want to discuss. You was also at the show. So I'm gonna let you just start off saying whatever you want to say.
All right, so it kind of works better after, but I kind of bring it up. So after the show was over, uh, Rich Kraetsch from Voices of Wrestling had a little impromptu meetup outside. Right, a bunch of people. There's a lot of people, and we all were just kind of talking about like the state of how pro wrestling is talked about among fans. I won't get into the show. I'll just talk about that. But like the reason why I brought it up is because, and Rich even acknowledged this, is that the buy-in to a particular company and what they're doing really affects how you view everything that happens on the show. For instance, like if it like I'll even do myself. Like when I watch the WWE, this is me. Impress me. Go ahead, impress me.
So those
And if
those arms
you're
never
that, and
those arms never get unfolded. Then
absolutely, absolutely. And it's unfair to do that in a sense, but as human beings, we always do that. The thing is that it is hard to always acknowledge that. And like I feel like if you acknowledge it, and Josh brought it up in the Discord too. If you acknowledge it, then everyone can kind of like go with it, right? Me and him, we started talking about this because I was like, you guys are too hard on these matches. A lot of time this company puts on good matches. And when they're good and they're like universally praised, these two motherfuckers be like, I thought it was fine. I thought it was whatever. And I'm like, bro, you can't because if this happened in some place that you bought into, you wouldn't have
Markeem's
this
talking
take.
about New Japan. He didn't say something about New
Oh
Japan.
yeah, I'm
New
saying, yeah, I'm
Japan, New
talking my
Japan.
bad. I'm talking about New Japan. This is after the G1 show. And then when we got to talk, we kind of got down to the nitty-gritty, and that was it. And we all agree, like, we'll talk more about it, but like the booking of this company is whoa. You know what I mean? Some of the things that they do is whoa. But as fans, we all have to get better at this. And I even have to do it. I just acknowledge the fucking WWE I do it. We all have to get better at like being able to look at things from the big picture and being able to look at things in a vacuum. And I feel like just as a whole, we got to get better at doing that. Even on this
So you're trying to
podcast,
say
we do
that
that.
people should like force themselves to enjoy
Not
stuff or to watch
necessarily,
stuff
but
or
but no, if you're watching the show and like, if you're watching the show and you know this is good, right? You should be able to allow yourself to drop your guard a little bit and just kind of get lost in what you're watching. You get what I'm saying? Instead of you just going, I don't like this company, so they gotta go the extra mile to get me there. And we all do it. We all do it, bro. We
Like
all do it.
enjoying matches in a vacuum instead of constantly thinking about the
Instead of
macro.
constantly thinking about this company
Right.
sucks. You know what I mean? We all struggle doing that. It was a fun discussion. It went a little that was just that's how we all arrived there, and then we all started talking about how Dick Togo and the Garrote Wire, and then we all agreed to shit. but before that, we all kind of got to that point. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was an idea I should bring up on this show.
maybe we can expand on that here soon. But you were there at G1. I know y'all watched the show. Overall, what did everyone think? It seems the fight, so it seems the people there like great show, and people watching on
Yeah,
TV is
I
like,
was
"Yeah, it
I was
alright."
I was gonna
So
say, yeah, same
I
thing.
think-
do we?
What were you
Hang
gonna
on,
say?
go ahead, Josh. Go, you go,
Okay.
Josh, you go first.
So like it's clear because hearing everyone that was there talk about how great the show was, and then watching the show and being like, I don't know about this. But knowing that going in, because I'd already people that had watched it like had said, I don't know about how good this is. I watched the crowd a lot, knowing that. If you watch the crowd, and I know
I
Tracy
made that
would bring up-
comment.
yeah, if you watch the
It's
crowd,
reverse WWE.
it's like, what the fuck is this production? Because that crowd was into everything almost. They were definitely like you could see what they liked, what they didn't like. And I even switched thinking, okay, maybe it's just the US commentary because they're having to overlay it, messing it up.
Nope.
You switch it, it was the exact same thing. Exact same thing. So it was
So just
and
poor production.
really poor
Well,
production.
Listen. In terms of no, go ahead. I'm gonna let all y'all talk first because I was there. Go ahead.
Like the
To-
production just really wasn't great. And so that was that's the, like, big
Oh,
takeoff,
I'm
and
gonna
then
be
I'm
meaner than
gonna add
that.
well, I know that. But I have one other thing that I'm gonna say. Watching this show, I don't know who's to blame, and who's ever to blame needs to be blamed.
They
The
cheaped out on
fact that
production, that's definitely what they did.
The fact that Aaron Wolf and the Knockout Brothers were not on Forbidden Door is a crime. Is a fucking crime.
Well, TK said
I
he
don't ca
wanted them there.
But they were involved in stuff at the same time though, Josh.
but
Like,
you
they were
could
doing
but you could have put them in a who cares match. A who cares match.
but they're doing stuff in the company they work for at the same time. You gotta be able to send the guys that are available.
But
Like, they
I'm
were
just saying
doing stuff while the show was
but it
happening.
is more important for New Japan to have those guys on that show than it is whatever they were doing in Japan.
I mean,
I
Well,
I
the
don't
get
most
know. I don't know.
the
You
m
might I don't know. I get the
like,
point, bro. I'm not saying you're
I
the
wrong.
think
mo
that's that because
the
those who are the what are the 3 acts you've got to get over to the US fans, and you've
Oh,
got
Yota
to get over as
Tsuji,
the
bigger
Knockout
Yota
than
Bros,
Suji.
Tsuji,
Suji, and Aaron Wolf. Yeah.
Aaron
Right,
Wolf,
and now
none of 'em.
Suji for storyline reasons should not have been on Forbidden Door,
I
without a
agree.
doubt.
I
It
agree.
should not have been. That for storyline should the other 2 acts, the other 3 guys should have been on Forbidden Door because that is I think that is they are too important, and the fact that when you see Aaron Wolf not in fucking House of Torture bullshit, that he actually looks like, "Oh, wow, this guy might actually be something," is just, insane. They need to keep him away from that bullshit. So,
Well,
that's
he's
my
gonna have one match in this tournament.
Yeah.
That's
that's fine.
guaranteed.
That's fine, but I'm just saying that he went out there with a guy that's a guy, and he had a fairly okay match just with a guy, and you could have put him on Forbidden Door. You could have had him the guy taking on Danny Garcia. You're telling me Danny Garcia couldn't walk him through like something that would have been really, really cool? So that was kind of my big takeaways from watching the
He's
shows.
great from underneath, man. The Yoshihashi match, there's that dirty word Chase don't like to hear, is it's actually a great one. Is actually the one that got him in the tournament, actually a
Right.
great one. He's really good from underneath.
I will be bringing him up in a little bit. Um, so from my perspective, if you're not on our Discord, um, I'm a big movie collector because I hate the way films look on streaming. I think it's a lesser form. It's inferior in every way to an actual physical disc. Like there's no comparison. Like you got to like I got an OLED TV. The OLED be OLED, and it's amazing. Brandon, you got an OLED TV now too.
Yeah, but I'm
But
digital, baby. Fuck that physical shit. Ain't got time for that.
but yeah. So I put this show on, and the first thing I notice is they got 3 camera people around the ring, and they're all using handheld cameras. That was bad sign number 1. There was a crane there, with a much better, more expensive camera on it, and then there was a hard cam where whoever was operating it was like, someone had just introduced them to the concept of zooming in and zooming out on a camera. Uh, also, all the ringside cameras had autofocus turned on. So constantly, as people would be moving, the cameras would go in and out of focus. Also, to mention that all the 3 ringside cameras, they're all the same model. So they all look the same. When they cut to the crane shot, color temperature completely different. Yoda Suji looks like he's been in Hawaii for 9 weeks. Uh, Callum Newman looks red. Weird stuff. And then hard camera, it's got a third different color temperature. So the visual part of it was all out of fucking what. And that's not even before you get to the audio where they clearly didn't mic the ring. The only mics were the 3 shotgun mics on the handheld cams, which weren't on. The only audio we were getting was whatever was bleeding into Chris Charlton and Walker Stewart's headsets. So all you hear is like,
Bullshit.
You can see everyone there standing up and down and yelling this, but all you can hear, "House of bullshit." And like, to me,
So
this
there's
is
just
the most
indie level quality on the show is basically what you're saying.
I'd put this below modern indies. This was worse. To me, this was abysmal. This was an embarrassment. No major company should ever, especially since now they're owned by TV Asahi and shouldn't be, I'm gonna guess these people are out of Chicago 'cause they're not New Japan people. Um, like, like, there's no excuse for you to say, "We wanna be a major player in America. We wanna be a major player on the international stage and put on production this bad." CMLL on that fucking My AEW show was not this bad. Like, visually, it was great. The only problem with that was the commentators were terrible, but there was nothing, like, technically wrong. Everything was technically wrong with this. Like, like,
Well,
you
I have a
can
question we haven't discussed yet. Were the matches any good?
They were fine.
Nothing was
But
great.
I
Like
thought so. I actually wrote the review for Voice of Wrestling, which should be up sometime soon. Um,
Oh, I did star ratings, and it looks like Ricky after AEW pay-per-view,
but I thought so. Like, I didn't think
but
it was as good as the people who were watching in the building thought it was like this fantastic show. I didn't think it was that strong, but I still thought it was I thought a really good show. I mean, there were 3 matches that I thought were legitimately great, and then everything else I thought was, perfectly fine, like undercard stuff, just, nothing. I didn't think anything on the show was bad.
you didn't think anything on the show was bad.
The wrestling, I didn't think there was a bad match necessarily, no.
I did. I thought there were 2 bad matches, but we'll get into that as we go match by match.
Sure.
That was gonna be my question. Did y'all wanna go match by match? But that's fine.
Yes.
I'll conduct this. We'll go match by
Yeah,
match. All
sure,
right.
All
cool. Oh,
right.
so the guy that's there don't get to say shit. What the fuck?
No,
What's
talk
about to
you did
happen? Like,
we're talking about
let's wait a
production.
second. God damn it.
Oh, I saw my bad, my
We're
bad,
talking
my
about the
bad. That was my
production,
bad.
man. Have you watched it back
All right,
yet?
so
No, but overall, and he got his trip. Talk
oh,
about,
so
y'all so
yeah, so
did.
I
You went
wrote
to
all these
Galloping
notes.
Ghost?
You
That's
told me
way
told me
better.
to take all these notes. I wrote all these notes about the trip. And y'all motherfuckers, just, let's go match by match. Like, wait a minute, all right?
I'm with
So
you. I can't go for it. I ain't trying to go match.
the trip itself was really cool. Me and Britt did a lot of cool stuff. I won't chronicle everything we did. Just a lot of cool stuff. Uh, this dude, I'm pointing downward, but I'm pointing at Chase, had me nervous about like, you guys are doing public transportation. You know how much I spent in total on public transportation, Chase? You just suck at that. You know how much I spent on and everything all together? Do you know? Would you like to know? Would you like to know, Chase?
Probably more than New
Answer
York.
my question. I spent $95. That's it. And I was there
But
from
yeah,
Thursday to Sunday.
it's more than I
Totally
spent in New
fine.
York. But Chicago doesn't
Totally
have
fine.
Mamdani.
Doesn't matter. You was like, "You're gonna get killed by those fees." Like, nah, bro. Like it was public transportation everywhere, brother. Like, I don't know what the fuck you were doing. but anyway, yeah, the most I spent because I just didn't want to deal with it was the Uber ride from now back to Rosemont, and that was like $29. That's the most I spent for a single trip, and I didn't care because I just didn't want to deal with walking back to the bus station. I didn't want to do that. But that being said, though, I thought being in the building that I am now more pissed off than Chase is at that production because I saw a tweet from Suit Williams like, "Don't let anyone lie to you and say it wasn't electric in that building." I've been to ECW Anarchy Rules. I went to Revolution with y'all. I went to I've been to WWE pay-per-views. I've been to, Undertaker Center Stage. I've been to other wrestling shows, and this is probably the second best crowd I've ever been in. And the fucking problem was that I saw the cage match rating. I saw the cage, and I was like, "What? What are y'all watching?" And then I watched the show, and I was like, "Oh my god, they dropped the ball! They dropped the ball!" There was a magical in that building. Everybody, it was motherfuckers I didn't even know, like walking up to me like, yeah, high-fiving me and shit. Like, bro, we were so excited about this goddamn show. And then the first thing I do when I wake up the next day, I see like a 7.4 engagement or something like that. And I was like, what happened? What? And I decided to cut it on. And I was like, oh, the magic has been sucked out of this show. Every time I'm ready to praise this comedy, they do some bullshit. Every fucking time. I was like, everything worked here. And I saw Chase's ratings, and I'm like, almost every fucking match, I went nearly a star more than he did live. Like, that's how it felt live. And I was like, oh my God, they fucked it up. It's so frustrating every time. 2 steps forward, 1 giant leap backwards, man. I can never get excited about anything they do because I want to. Their philosophy is what I love about pro wrestling. And every time they do something right, they do something wrong, man.
You gotta
It's
calm
so
down, bro.
annoying, bro.
You gotta calm
I,
down.
that's
You
that's
gotta
I'm
calm
telling
down.
you in that you had to in that building, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it. Me and Josh always talk about like it's kind of funny. We were talking about like growing up, trading tapes and like fucking shit. I'm almost out of breath. Trading tapes and like talking about like old All Japan and shit like that, right? And like people like you just had to be there doing that at the time, right? That was like one of the moments where I like, yo, you really had to be in that building to understand. Speaking of the building. Chase, what was the final number for attendance?
Oh, why you gotta
41-25.
They
that
got the
was their
four.
number. That was their number.
I was
Hold
about to say,
on.
ain't no fucking way.
Uh,
I think the actual number
38?
was under 3. It was under 4, I'm sorry. It was
No,
like
no, no.
3,
It was
39, 38 something.
slightly over. Hold on. Let me 4,032.
Okay, all right. So the meet and greet. So the day before the show, right? I go to the meet and greet. I meet a lot of the
Under
wrestlers,
the
have long conversations with a lot of them, right? Just most
under
of
the
them.
stairs.
Yeah, me and Chris Charlton literally had like almost a 20-minute conversation just hanging out under the stairs. By the way, he's aware of Josh and he's aware of me. That's kind of funny. I took like a weird selfie with him. And I don't know if he knows of the show, but he's aware of Josh and he's aware of me. That's kind of funny. But I was talking to Rocky Romero of all people, right? When I was on the phone with Chase and then my Uber got there and I was like, I'll talk to you later, my Uber's here. As soon as I turned to walk away, I pick up something off the bench. Rocky Romero's walking out the door. And I stop and we talk a little bit more. And I ask him, I'm like, hey man, why the Now Arena? You're involved in management. You privy to these discussions. We have to be honest about the state of this company right now. Why the Now Arena? And he was like, well, I am in those rooms, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. The decision-making process is not something that I'm involved with, but I can tell you why we chose the Now. And he was like, being honest with you, y'all know the financial state of this company. We just went through a sale. It's a transition, all that stuff.
Well,
He was
that more
like,
did that later.
you said what?
More on that later.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that later. He was like, what'd he say? He said, "The Win Trust is the arena that everybody knows, New Japan for when they come to Chicago, and we would have put the same amount of people in the Win Trust arena. Imma tell you right now, that arena is more expensive." And I was like, "Really?" He was like, "Yes. It's
Well, yeah,
downtown."
it's actually in Chicago, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
He was like, "It's downtown." And I thought he was blowing smoke, but Imma get to
No,
why I
that
knew he wasn't. He was like, "It's downtown. It's in the heart of the city." He was like, it's just way more expensive. We knew we wanted to run Chicago. He said, "Funny enough, we actually hollered at Tony Khan and was like, 'Hey, man, about how much does this cost?' And he gave us a number. He was like, 'Whoa, that's significantly cheaper. Let's run this building.'" Then I was like, that just could just be some management shit that people say. It just sounds like he's just blowing smoke. So then at the meetup, when I met with Rich Craich, I told Rich what Rocky told me. And then Rich was like, that makes all the sense in the world. A bunch of random shit is at the Now Arena. Like they
Mhm.
barely
Right,
do
nothing runs
anything.
there.
Yep.
Just graduations and just
It was like they
yeah.
barely do anything at this arena. So in the financial state that this company is in, it actually makes sense that they did that. So he was
Mhm.
like, I don't know how much people they wanted at this arena, but he was like, we'll find out more later. He was like, but they would have did the same amount of people at the Wintrust, it just would have looked better on TV.
So what he told you, without a doubt, is absolutely correct, and the
Yeah,
reason I
makes
know
sense.
this is I'm gonna get really geeky. Um, Gen Con, which is the big, giant board gaming, that type of gaming convention. They do it in Indiana. People have forever have asked them to do it in Chicago. Chicago's easier to get to, has more hotels, all this stuff, and they have the big giant uh convention center there. The problem is that if you run, and I know this from personal experience, if you run that convention center, to have someone put in to plug something into one of the sockets, you have to pay a union electrician to come in and do that.
The fuck? What
Yes,
the fuck?
yes.
To
So,
plug something into an outlet?
yes, you are
What?
not
That's
allowed to plug
crazy.
anything into an outlet unless it is a union electrician, which automatically means you're talking $500 probably just to get him in the build, just to get, so you probably have like 8 of them just walking around getting paid doing that shit. That's just at a convention center. That's not at so doesn't shock me at all.
That's
Doesn't
crazy. That's
doesn't
crazy.
shock me at all. So, and I know that from personal experience. I know that from doing a wedding show in Chicago, because we had to have a guy. They had guys walking around, and you had to basically pay them. That was part of the site fee, was paying these guys to do that. You could not do a thing. A thing.
Well, I gotta tell y'all too, another thing happened at the meet and greet. So, other than meeting the wrestlers, and I'll kinda give little tidbits as we go through the matches on the card, I met Gato, and funny enough, I froze up like a bitch because I met him, and, like,
Well,
he was walking by, and I just shook his hand, and I felt so bad because I was like, "Gato, nice to meet you." He was like, "Oh, yeah, thank you for coming," and then he walked off, and I was like, "Fuck, I had him! I had him right here!" And I didn't it's like I froze. I don't know what it was. No one else I got, like I don't know if I was starstruck, I don't know, but I had him. I had him dead to rights because it was just me and him, and nobody was around him, and I was coming out the bathroom, this motherfucker was walking by me, and I had him,
What
and I just shook
what
his
would you say?
hand.
What would you add now if you
I
know?
don't know, but something
But I'm
other than,
saying,
"Hi, nice to meet you."
like, think of it now. Like, what would you have said?
why have you fallen
Um,
off so badly?
why have you forgotten the basics? Something like that. Why have
Would
you
would
go
you
back to
would you would you have kicked him in the balls like Naito did that one time in the G1 final?
shit, maybe. I should have did something though. I froze. Froze
Let me ask you
completely.
this real quick, Marquine. Just looking, not surrounding the show or anything at all, just looking at the event and the show and maybe the atmosphere and everything itself, how would you compare this to the one that you went to in Dallas?
So it's funny Chase brought it up the other night when I was texting him, and he was like, "This is way better than the one in Dallas." And from a match quality standpoint, I guess he probably is right. But I
The
don't know, man.
opposite. I said the opposite. I said the opposite.
What? No, yeah, he said the Dallas one was way better than this one. Yeah. And I was like, I
Yes.
guess from a match quality standpoint, he probably is right. But I can tell you as somebody who's been there, who went to both of them, and maybe it's because I had my fiance next to me, but then it's not even just me,
Oh,
because somebody like John Carroll said that. Few of the other people I ran into, they all were like, because they were some of the people. In fact, and I was gonna bring that up. Thanks for bringing that up, Brandon. Almost everybody that I met, in fact, everyone except one person that I met in Dallas at that G1 show was at the Chicago show and I ran into. Every single person minus one person. So the same people travel, you know what I mean? And after the show, I talked to about half of them and they all were like, this was better. And it felt like a better show. Like leaving the arena felt like a better show. So again, that's why I'm so angry at how bad they fumbled that production. Because it felt it I'm telling you, you had to be there. I'm so serious. You had to be there.
did you
So
watch the whole
annoying.
thing? Did you watch the
Watched
whole
the whole
thing?
thing. Yes, I watched the whole thing back, and I was
Oh
pissed
god.
the whole time. I was mad. Then when you were putting that shit in the Discord, I had just finished the main event, and I was trying to calm down because I was pissed. I was like, let me hold all this in for the show because they did something right, yet they did it wrong, and it's so annoying, bro. Because that I'm telling you, that was a special show to be at. I'm telling you.
Let's go through it real quick here then. Aaron Wolf versus Hanare. Aaron Wolf wins. This is the opener. What y'all think?
Good
I thought it was a
match.
good, solid match.
Yeah, good,
The
solid.
Stars.
Yoshihashi match from the qualifier was better, but this is still pretty
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
He's also in there with Hanare, so, like,
This pisses me off so much because, again, I still don't know if that dude is good, but I know he's a rock star. I know he's charismatic as hell. I know he was doing all the wrestler stuff. I know after the match, and they didn't show it on production, when after the match was over, he was looking around at the crowd, leaning over the guardrail, pointing at kids and shit, talking about, let's go. I was like, this guy has it. This dude has it, man.
Finally
Yeah.
got new gear too.
And he got new
He got
gear,
new
new
gear.
music. The music's different too.
Yeah.
Not sure I'm a fan of the color of the gear, but I like that it's not like the Young Lion look anymore. So.
It'll be fine as long as he never shits his pants.
Yeah.
Jake Lee defeats Shingo Takagi.
Fucking hated this. What the fuck? What? Like, I've never cared for Jake Lee. Like, I've never understood it. It's like, okay, he's a 6 foot, he's a tall Japanese guy with a sort of good physique. Why are we still trying with him? And now he's doing what?
Marquine
What
can
the
tell
fuck
you.
would you even
Marquine
describe
can
this
tell you.
as?
Marquine can tell you.
Let me explain. So I'm not gonna say I like the gimmick. I'm not gonna do that. But I will
Well,
say
it's not just that. It's just he sucks on top of having a shitty
but
ass
then
gimmick.
again, like, see, that's the thing. Like, I don't think he's that great of a worker either. But in the building, this match was good, man. Like, I understand why you hated it, but in the building, people were into it. Everybody was into it. Not just like the whole arena. When he did the dance, that was one of the loudest pops of the
Yeah, that
entire
was-
night.
that
Like,
was
of
nuts.
literally of the entire night. So I don't know, but I get it. I get what he's doing. It's just like it's just not the type of shit I like. Cause like like the little things that stupid production didn't fucking catch is that when he was doing the goofy stuff, he was like, come on, like trying to get us to cheer and everybody would boo. And he'd go, ah. And at one point that the production completely missed is that he did like some underhanded shit and he zoomed in on Shingo and he turned around and everybody started booing. And he went, you know what? Eh. And they missed it completely.
But see,
Like-
you said that he was definitely and Rich said this when he talked about it. And in the arena,
in the arena, yeah, in the arena.
arena guy. And you both had said that, and then I watched the show. And so I'm like I was watching him like a hawk because I hate his matches anyways, even though it's a Shingo match. I'm like watching, and I could see it. I could understand how, and if he's like that, if he's a in the arena type of guy, I can see why Noah, I can see why All Japan were like would
Let's
be
try
like,
it.
let's try
yeah.
it because
Yeah.
look, he's over, he gets over with the live crowd, but it doesn't translate at all.
Yeah, 'cause he
So-
fucking sucks.
You know, I was always the guy like, yo, this dude, I don't understand. Like Chase, I don't understand why they do it. I don't get the appeal. But like seeing him live, I'm like, I see how he could swindle someone into thinking that, you know what I mean? He's the, you know what he is? He's the Trevor Ariza of pro wrestling. That's what he is. He swindles you into thinking you're going to get something that you're not going to get long term.
No,
That's him.
don't do that.
That's
no.
it. No, Brandon, that's him. That's him, Brandon. That's him. He's Trevor Ariza.
I thought the match was perfectly fine, and I think for me it just further reinforced that as long as Jake Lee is like in the lower part of the card, like
it's fine. Yeah.
it's fine. Yeah, just don't
Inoffensive,
put him in main events. Just don't put him in main events.
This is probably the lowest rating I've ever given a match with Shingo Takagi in it.
He's had worse matches than this. And I could point you out some. if you want me to
Yeah.
later. He's had worse
Yeah.
I
matches
ain't gonna
than that.
seek that out.
But
He said the worst ones he's ever seen.
I think Lee is definitely going to be one of these guys who is like the early, the traditional. Oh, he's the guy who gets like a couple wins early, but then he
And then
falls
loses
back later.
everything.
Yeah.
You got
Oh, this was a
Oscar.
good time to bring up, because I took notes, the worst wrestling fan I have ever encountered in my
Go
entire
off.
life.
Go off.
Because this is how this was his genesis. This was his genesis. So, funny enough, before the show started, he was really quiet. He didn't really say much at all. I spoke to him because Brittany sat down next to him and she spoke to him and he seemed really friendly and all that stuff. And I was like, okay, this is gonna be a chill atmosphere. It's like, in the first match, he wasn't around. He went to go take a dump or what. I don't know what he was doing. He was gone for the entirety of the first match. But then as soon as he sat back down, Jake Lee was Doink the Clown, and Shingo Takagi was Kenzo Suzuki. That was this guy. That he legitimately said that. And then he and then one thing he did is that every time someone bounced off the ropes, he went, oh, trying to get everyone to do that shit. Anytime anything happened, he referenced something that somebody in the WWE did or some random AEW wrestler. And then what makes it so annoying about him is that he is training. This man is training to be a pro wrestler. So he's asking me questions about the G1, right? And this is fine. This is fine. But then as the night goes on, he goes, "Man, this show has been really good." I was like, "Well, for $9.99, brother, you can finish the tournament if you want to keep watching the tournament." He goes, "I don't care enough to do all that, but you care enough to train to be a pro wrestler, you piece of garbage, you piece of shit that ruined the entire show for everybody else, mainly focusing on yourself, trying to get yourself off all night, starting these dated ass chants all fucking night, the raising it. This motherfucker's references shit no one does anymore. He's doing the wrestling chant. When the last time y'all heard that ever at a fucking pro? No one does that anymore. This motherfucker, Yoda Suji comes out, he reminds me of Seth Rollins, man. Look at his gear. Like, yo, shut your ass up. And he's going to train at the Black and the Brave, which means this dude will probably succeed. We will see this mullet Bullet Club wearing shirt guy for the rest, you know what I mean? And then the other thing that he did, right? The other thing that he did that I hated the most, right, is that when people were coming out, right, we're on the floor. Me and Britt, we're on the floor, right? Entrances are happening. Everyone's standing up trying to, get a view of the wrestlers or whatever, right? This motherfucker is like running to like the aisleway when they're like shorter people, like Britt is one. Britt, if y'all don't know, Britt is 4'11". She's like the size of a fifth grader. She's like the height of a fifth grader. He's like running in the aisle, blocking shorter people from taking photos and shit like that. It got to the point where I was like, "Hey, move. My lady is trying to get a picture." And he was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I'm like, bro, it was shit like that. It was him doing shit all night, not thinking about the people around him all fucking night. And then it got to the point where it was the guy behind him that had to pretty much tell him, "Hey man, calm down. You're fucking loud. We don't even know what's going on because you're loud. We can't even follow the match because you keep trying to chant." This guy was the worst thing I ever encountered. And if he ever sees this video, because I told him about our podcast, because I thought he was cool. If you see this video, you need better etiquette, sir. Bullet Club, mullet guy, you need better etiquette. Because what the fuck? I tried to leave the show because I had to use the bathroom. He runs into Britt. He tells her, I guess he was looking for me, talking about have a good night, right? And then Britt goes, "He's over there at the merch line. You want to tell him goodbye?" Like, no, fuck this guy. Like, it's the worst shit I've ever encountered, man. I wanted to give that man a segment, his moment in the sun, because he craved it so bad at the fucking show. Jesus.
So if this guy is training to be a wrestler and he liked what he saw at the show, wouldn't the smart thing be to like
Watch as much
buy
wrestling
New
as you can
Japan,
watch.
buy New
Watch as
Japan,
much
buy
wrestling
New
as you can
Japan
watch.
World, watch the rest
That's
of
what
the
I
tour,
told
and
him.
actually take
And
notes
watch
and
like
learn from these different
find
wrestlers.
somebody that you're like, "Hey, I can do that. I can
That's
do
what I
that," and
told him.
steal
Yeah.
that shit.
I
And
I
steal
told
that
him, I was
shit.
like, "Hey man, you should probably want to be a sponge because like these guys are on national TV and you might learn something." Blah blah blah. He goes, "Nah, I don't
He-
care that much." I'm like,
He's
"Well,
probably
you're
he's
gonna
probably
suck.
he's
Gonna
probably too
suck."
busy watching Raw from 30 years ago.
Jesus Christ, man. He was the worst kind of fucking, because I explained to him, because he was like, "I saw Gabe Kidd. Is Gabe Kidd here?" And I was like, "Nah, work visa." He was like, "Well, how does that work?" I was like, "I don't know, man. Look it up." Jesus, I've never applied for one, motherfucker. Like, I
How
don't fucking know how that shit works.
how does it work? As they say, "Oh, you're a wrestler. What company do you work for?" "Oh, WWE." Done. Oh, the one oh, the other one, you get to wait. How
It could
long?
be
We
any
don't
company.
know.
It's just the other one. It's just it could be any. Oh man, I look that guy sucked. That guy, and if I remember other shit he did, I'll bring it up. But y'all go ahead.
We got Oscar over Renarita.
Oscar was over. Oscar was over. I was shocked.
If you turn your volume up to 200% and try to hear it, so this is the first time I've ever seen this dude. I canceled New Japan World in February of 2024, so this is the first time I've watched it since then. So this is the first time I've seen this dude. 6'7", clearly got charisma. My only issue is that he needs to work his height.
Yes.
Because he does a lot of like bending down and trying to get to his opponent's level instead of making them come up to him. Like perfect. Like to me, like okay, your finisher's a sleeper. Like go watch how Brody King does a sleeper. Like this dude is like hunched over, bent down because Ren Eater is like a foot shorter than him. Whereas Brody King, he literally like he hangs people with his sleeper. Like it looks violent. Like it just looks like you're
And the only thing
like
the guy in the sleeper has to do is hook his hands on your arms,
yeah.
and the guy can lift you, and it's fine.
But just from watching him, he's got like all the potential in the world.
I think this is a story that Joe and Rich mentioned years ago about how when Lance Archer first went to New Japan, he was working a certain way, and then I think Gato basically told him at one point he wants more monster, and that's sort of when the switch flipped for Lance Archer in New Japan. He started doing more, I guess, monster stuff, and he got a lot better. I'm guessing that's probably what he needs to do more of, based on what you're saying.
I mean,
But
he threw a big boot that was really impressive, but that was like the
Mhm.
only big man thing he did.
I think at least for me, and we'll talk about it a little bit more later. I think one of the bigger stories on this show is that you got two relatively clean House of Torture matches,
Well, it's a
with very little
G1. It's a
bullshit.
G1, so
Well, wait
But
till
I
they go
That ain't
back
got
to
wonder, I
nothing to
Japan.
do with
wonder,
nothing. That ain't got nothing to
no,
do with nothing.
I
Wait till they
wonder
go back to
if
Japan.
I wonder if they're smart enough to know that that shit would not fly in the US.
well, they were
Hey,
That they
chanting
could,
House of
that
Bullshit.
they could,
Ho
that they
hold on,
couldn't,
hold on.
that they
Time
couldn't
out,
put it
time out.
all up and down the card.
Josh, I'm not so sure because it was funny enough when I was done with that show, when I was talking to a bunch of people, they was like, if this dude is on the show, we wanted at least one because we we want the experience. Because
No, no, no,
when
no.
I was talking to people,
I'm saying up and down. I'm saying up and
oh,
down
yeah,
the show.
yeah, of course not, of course not.
I'm saying that
But like,
we can do it
the
once.
Narita match, we all expected it. Like everybody, it was like, oh, here it goes, and it didn't
I'm
happen.
not
It was
saying
a
you're
little
not going to get.
disappointing.
I'm not saying you're going to get the Yano match. You're going to get the Yano match.
Not
That's going to
anymore.
happen. That's what the House of Torture match is. So you got
The
one.
Yano matches were good though. They were
I
entertaining.
Not all of them. Not all of them.
They were
They
entertaining
were
though.
short. They were short. They were usually short.
Not
Like
not
you
until
gon'
you know what
you gon'
it
you gon'
was.
you gonna tell
It,
me that Mox versus Yano's not an eternal classic?
I don't even remember it. I don't remember it at all.
That was
I don't
Oh,
remember.
Mox's
Yano beat
first
him.
loss at that
No
G1.
one, no one.
I still don't remember Chase.
Yeah, I don't think it was a.
I think even without the other House of Torture guys, I still went into it expecting a lot of cheating, and it didn't really get that really at all. I mean, Narita used a
That's
chair
what I
at one
mean.
point, but that
I
was
think they are aware that it will not. I think they get that it would not play if they did up
And
and
then
down. That
was
the sec
very
when you would get to the second one, the crowd would start to turn, and if you did a third one, the crowd would
yeah,
be
yeah.
like
Of course not. Yeah,
would
of
just
course not.
completely revolt on you. So,
Then have that same mentality when you go back to Japan, Gato.
but
If you
but
want to
the
do
thing is,
one, just do one.
I think the thing is that in Japan, those fans, they've only had 15 years of this, not 40 years of this.
Listen to what you
That
just said. Listen to what you just
I know, but I'm just saying that they've had, and that's why all the companies do it, is because they've only had like 15 years of this, where in the US, this shit dates back, probably more farther than that, probably almost 50 years
The
of
Don
just
Pro Wrestling.
of this, and this is how you do pro wrestling, and it's like, what the fuck? So like that.
One thing I do want to bring up though that I hate about the live production, as over as the Knockout Bros and some of the other acts on this were as faces, Ren Narita was that over as a heel, and the broadcast did not catch it. I hope y'all noticed because motherfuckers was booing that man out there building. Oh, so annoying they dropped the ball. So annoying. So annoying.
We got Yuto Ice over Great Khan.
This is the weakest match on the show for me.
The
But
Not
the
that it was bad. I just didn't
Ice
think it
was
was.
over as Yoda.
Yeah.
He was
Mhm.
over as a
I think
like,
it's I think
what
it's
the
more on
fuck?
Great Khan. I think
Yeah,
he's kind of.
Don't
but
don't let Brit don't let Brit hear you say that. Don't let Hey, that was funny. As soon as his music hit, she said, "Move me over there. Move me past these people." That's a recorder. She's standing on her tiptoes and shit. And then she soon as she saw her face lit up, the whole match, her face lit up. I was like, "Oh my god, man!" But nah, this was cool, man. I thought it was a lot of fun. People were really into Udo Ice. They booed Great Khan. Sorry y'all didn't catch it. I apologize, but
can I say something? People complain about that Yoda isn't good enough in the ring. Doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't fucking matter. The guy is.
it will though. It will though,
It
Josh.
will, but it doesn't matter right the
But
fuck
right
now.
now, no, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't fucking now. It doesn't matter. And if all that means is that he's the number 3 guy in the company instead of the number 1 or 2, so fucking be it. But don't think that he needs to just stay in the mid card because he can't, he's not good enough in the ring. That's ridiculous. This guy, I was like shocked at how over he was. Like he was, like I knew he would be over, and he was over more than I thought he would be over.
It was
So
he got the second loudest pop of the night. Like it was crazy. It was when and Oscar got like the fourth loudest pop, but
yeah,
when he walked through that curtain, it was crazy. It was crazy.
I really
Got
enjoyed it.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I thought it was really a solid match. Gave it 3 stars.
Same rating I gave it.
Oh, see, I got 2 1 stars and a 2 star.
Zack Sabre Jr. over Shota Umino.
What
This is
the
probably the
fuck are they
biggest.
doing?
This is probably the biggest disconnect from like y'all and like us, because in the building, this was fantastic. Like this was like
I thought this was great too.
fantastic.
yeah.
Yeah, for whatever reason, at least for me, whenever Saber and Umino wrestle in a tournament, I think their matches are great. I don't know if it's because of I don't know if it's just the only other comparison is like that super long match they had in the Tokyo Dome, and with these tournament matches, they have a shorter time limit to work with. But I don't know, in tournament settings, they just always kill it, at least for me. So
You
this is
think this is the
apparently
biggest?
People are
You
losing their
think
mind like the
you
last 5 minutes of this.
you
Losing
think
their
this
mind.
is the biggest disconnect? I think there's another match with a bigger disconnect
You
between
think
the
so?
live.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, we'll talk about it.
but it's the
To
other
me
way. But it's the other way. I
to
think there's a
to me
match on
watching
here that I think there's a match on this show that the people like us watching it liked it probably more than you guys in the arena did.
I know the one you're talking about, and I agree. I think I know what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about.
what?
We'll
I'm
get to it. We'll get to
confused.
it.
We'll get to it.
I'm confused. But yeah, it's clear from commentary that there's the whole idea is to push Shota as the heir apparent to Tanahashi, and I just don't see it. Um,
It's not the
he
guy.
We've been saying that
he's
for
not that
years.
guy. He's doesn't have it.
Turn him
And it
heel.
Turn him
and
heel.
heel.
Turn him heel.
that's not gonna fix my biggest problems with him though, is because he throws his elbows like Lance Storm throws a chair.
He doesn't have to throw him, man. Just turn him heel
Dude,
and do something
Dude,
else.
that was
His punches are not bad. His kicks are not bad. Just
The elbows are abysmal though.
the elbows are bad, but like he can just do others. Just turn this
he can do
motherfucker
other
heel,
stuff.
man.
Turn him heel.
I gave this 3.5. I thought it was really good, but again, it's just like I saw it more as Zack Sabre being excellent, and this not
Oh man.
this
Oh, see, nah,
this
man.
nothing
Nah,
this
man.
this black hole of charisma is
Nah, man.
being judged through.
I ain't gonna let you get that shit off, man. That dude was good here. Don't do that. No, you know who hates him even more than you do? Rich Craich. And after that show, he was like, I even gotta admit, Shota Umino was great here. Like you just hating now. You just a fucking hater, man. This shit is crazy.
What?
That's
He's not
crazy.
great.
You
He is
hating.
not great. What
You
did they want
hating.
him to be? What do they want him to be?
I
I'm
And
understand.
saying
Walker
here,
Stewart made
here,
this point clear. Walker Stewart made it clear on commentary, and so did Chris Charlton. He ain't that guy. Flat out, no.
Here he was really good though. Like you hating. Your ass is hating.
Can he ever be that guy? Hell no.
I don't
Absolutely
know.
not.
Like I said, turn him heel. Turn him heel. Turn him heel.
That's what they did with Naito, but they just won't do it here.
I don't know why. That's what I'm saying. Just turn him heel. That's my point. Just turn the dude heel.
We got Goto over Sonata. Oh,
This was
All right,
way
stop
better
right
than I
here.
thought
Stop
it was
right,
going to
stop
be.
right here. Stop everything right here.
2026.
So, they had the fucking qualifier tournament, and the Yudo Ice and Oscar came out of it, right?
And yeah.
But you also had Taichi in there and Yoshihashi. Does Taichi have a broken neck right now?
No. But I
Does
think
Yoshihashi have a broken neck right now?
nah, but I think Taichi didn't want to be in this tournament though. I think it was something like
Oh,
that.
I also
okay.
I also think it's worth noting
Why?
that Taichi has never really come to the US during
Yeah,
this
that
run.
too. That too.
So
Okay, Stick Boy could have came.
Yeah, 100%.
Stick Boy could have had a better match with Goto than did.
But
What was it? What
they wouldn't have did that in the United States though. They wouldn't have had the tag partners fake. They wouldn't have did that. It wouldn't happen.
did? So I'm watching this match. So his arms are atrophying. He's got the skull end on Goto. It looks completely preposterous because he's got these. His arms are bones because he hasn't got himself fixed and he's atrophying like crazy. His physique is gone. For some reason, he can still do the moonsault and land on his feet. He probably shouldn't be doing that with a broken neck. But I'm just watching this and it's like, what are they doing putting him out here in this condition? Like, what does this serve?
Japan.
It's a
I'm gonna tell
name.
you.
It's a name.
Japan.
but I still thought it was the best Sonata match I've seen in a long time. Now,
I gave this a
granted,
star and a half. What are you watching?
my expectations were like rock bottom, and maybe that's just part of it. As I thought it was going to be a shit match with House of Torture stuff, and I thought it was
Nah, in the arena, it was good. People liked it.
Yeah.
It was good.
it was. I look back to my star ratings from last year. It was better than every single tournament match Sonata had last year. Which again, not a high bar, but still.
Also, this was another match that weird mullet guy pissed me off in. Sonata goes for the skull in, and this motherfucker goes, "Oh, Crossroads." Crossroads. And this
I
was
mean,
the
I
point
did.
of the night, by the way, that he asked, "Wait, is this tournament like the Continental Classic?" Mhm. Flip those things, man. Flip those fucking things. My God. God, I was like, nah, one came like, 30 some odd years before it, sir.
Hey, if you want to get real
Jackass.
technical, I could say, hey, isn't it like the Crockett Cup?
There you go.
Listen, this son of a bitch, man.
But it's like what?
Two words ago.
Again, I said it today on
I
the
mean, I mean,
Discord. I fucking hate this shit.
I
Like,
mean,
what are we doing?
also the other reason why he's in the tournament is because they probably want one House of Torture member per block,
He's
and that's
blocked,
the
yeah.
guy. Yeah,
It's
because I mean,
gonna be
if they're gonna do that, who else are they gonna put in there from the House of Torture? I mean,
Could've
who are your
been
Someone that
Chase
doesn't
choices?
have a
Owens.
broken neck.
It could have been
Someone
Bad
that
Luck
doesn't have a
Fale, it could
broken
have been
neck.
Chase
They,
Owens.
they could have put Doki in here. That could have been interesting.
Well, they don't want him working stuff like that. Apparently,
Yeah.
he's still hurt. So
Was he? Okay.
Oh, what's his injury? Does he have a broke fucking neck?
I can't remember. Can't remember.
You know, just Sonata's got a broke fucking neck.
Okay, Chase. Get the point.
We got Callum Newman over Yuya Uemura.
This is another one. Vast difference live
Yeah.
to, another one vast difference. Because live, it's fucking great. Like, people were losing their shit. I'm sure y'all saw the crowd reacting, but couldn't hear them. But live, it was dope as hell, man.
It was a little better on rewatch for me when I watched it the second time. I thought it was a little better than I did watching it live.
You watched this show 2 times?
Well, I had to write about it,
You had to
so
write about
Oh,
it.
you did? Okay, I feel you. My bad.
Yeah, we ain't paying
Watch it the
people yet,
first-
Brandon.
Yeah.
But live it was dope. So Callum Newman, I wanted to talk about this too, because Chase had a little blow up about his shoulder in the fucking Discord today. I just want to tell y'all what he said. That's it. I talked to Callum Newman for a very long time at the meetup. We talked about how he got the kiss the crown gimmick thing. We talked about Will Ospreay. Apparently, when his friends came up with the crown thing, he wanted to get a crown tattoo, obviously for the United Empire. And he was like, I got one on my leg that's already corny, put it on my wrist. And the guy was like, hey, when you do clotheslines, you should just say kiss the crown and then throw the clothesline. And after he just started doing it. Should pay that dude. But he was like, we talked about gaming. And it's funny, Chase brought up that Callum Newman looks like DSP, and to kind of bring that back, we were talking about his shoulder. I was like, "Hey man, so how's the shoulder?" He was like, "What's?" I was like, "What's going on?" He's like, "I mean, it hurts. Not gonna lie, say it doesn't hurt. Structurally, there's nothing wrong with it. They say I could rest. I'm not gonna rest because I don't know how to do that. But
Obviously.
he said I don't want to sit around and just get caught wanking myself on camera like the streamer guy that everybody says I look like. I was like, that's DSP.
But, like I don't know. I just get pissed off at people on our Discord when they go, "Oh, Willow's injury was at work. Oh, the Callum Newman's injury is at work." When it's like, um, Willow's not as evidence because her body serves a different purpose that, you know,
Markeem Graham.
very much enjoys. Uh, but like with Callum, his abs are starting to go. He's losing definition in his arms. It's clear he can't lift right now. And that's fine, but it's like he definitely wants to be on All In. Can he get through this tournament scot free? I'm not too sure about that.
Yeah, because I know that his whole thing is he told me the doctor said he can go, so he gonna go. That's what he said.
I mean,
Yep.
I guess the good thing for him is that he's got a week until, between that show and the next show. So
Rest up a
just
little
just
bit.
just
And
do the tournament matches, and then when the tags come up, just take it light. Just be like Togi Makabe. Just like take no bumps. Just
Zack Sabre Jr. brought that up too. He was like, the only reason why he's like cool with flying over here and doing the first night of this is because it gives them like a whole week to just chill before they have actually start the tournament. So he was
for
cool
the
too. He was cool as shit.
You got Roy Oiwa over Oleg Bolton, the semi-main.
This
Funny
is the
story. So Rohei Oiwa, I did not know was a comic book geek. And then he asked me in very bad English, who's my favorite Green Arrow? Because I had on a Green Arrow shirt. And I said Oliver Queen, and he was like, boring. And he walked off.
It's funny. No, this is the match I think that if you watching it was much better than what you guys.
Didn't like this at all, Live. Didn't like this at all. A lot of people
I thought it
didn't.
was fine. I didn't
I
think it
thought it
was
was
like
pretty good.
Yeah.
I
I
think I
think
think it was I think it was hurt. At least watching it when I watched the show live, it was definitely hurt being that match in between Newman Uemura in the main event, because it was at that point watching live on Saturday night where it's like, okay, I'm sort of ready for Suji Takeshita. I know this is really good, but I'm ready for the main event. So
well, I think the reason you guys probably did like, this was like, they didn't mic the the ring, but
no, they
being
didn't like
able
a
to
lot of
actually
things.
see them hit and just bomb on each other, like, up close, I think helped them probably being away, and I think that was probably why you guys didn't like it as much. I think it was one of those type of matches.
Because it was funny when it was over, Britt was like, I hate Imma say this, but I didn't like her Oleg Bolton match. She was upset because she was excited to see him. And she was like, "I didn't like that."
I'd have been upset too if I was there live and it came off that way. I'd have been like,
Yeah.
"What the fuck? That's my dude. What the fuck?"
Yeah, she was losing her mind when he came out. Great O'Khan, Oleg Bolton, and Red Shoes. Losing her shit for all 3.
Not his son.
No, she cheered Shoulder. She cheered Shoulder. She was super into Shoulder.
Main event is Suji versus Takeshita. Suji over Takeshita.
So
awesome match.
fucking great.
Yeah.
I guess we'll actually talk about the actual match before the other Yoda Suji stuff. Um, to me, it's just like watching this. It's like they have fucked up so badly with him because he's got everything. He was ready to be the guy. When did he come back? 3 years ago? 2 years
Yeah.
ago? When was
Yeah,
it?
2023.
He probably
They should
should
have
have beaten
they
Sonata. He probably should
they
have beaten
should have
Sonata.
strapped the rocket to him then. And then this again, my conspiracy theory turned out being accurate, by the way, of him getting Callum getting the belt because of what he said. That was true. Um, uh, but yeah, it's like he's got the charisma, he's got the timing. He's so forceful with everything. It's just like what the fuck. What the fuck? And his Takesha's a perfect opponent for him because he's just as fast. Like they're equals athletically, and it's an incredible thing to watch. I gave this 4.5. I thought this was very,
Yeah,
very
same.
good.
Yes. Excellent.
What do
Excellent
you
match.
what do you guys think of that new finisher, the sort of spear that spins around and
To me, it's more like a quick belly to back suplex where you dump a guy on his head real fast. That's what it looks like to me.
I think not enough people know that's his finisher.
Right.
That's what I think. That's what I think.
Well,
I
did
think it looks
did
live, that shit looked vicious.
it
We
feel
all knew it was over. We knew that.
it feels like one of those moves where it's only gonna come off well if he like nails it perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and he
it's
nailed that one. It came off very well. Yeah.
it's not as bad as the moneymaker in that regard.
No. No.
Man, but
Moneymaker.
yeah, live, right? This was incredible. The live broadcast also did not catch Kanosuke Takeshita looking at the crowd and going, "It's fucking Chicago! Let's fucking go!" He didn't catch that at all. And then Yoda Suji, when he held the belt up, the crowd didn't catch this either. It was this lady that was in front of Britt, and it was Britt, and it was this lady behind Britt, and then he blew a kiss in that direction, and he went like 1, 2, 3. I was like, "Hey, wait a minute now, hold on, wait." But that shit was awesome, and they didn't catch it. They didn't get, and it was little subtle stuff that they were like saying to each other. They didn't catch it because I mean,
there
we
there
know
was
about the production.
there was one thing they did catch during the match that I thought was amazing is that there was I think in the middle of the match, they at one point the crowd did a G1 chant, and then
Yeah.
when they quieted down, there was one guy who audibly yelled G1 fucking climax, and that was perfect. That was perfect.
And it was crazy, like, the last, like, 5 minutes or so, like, the some of the rows, like, spilled out, and, like, it was like a cluster of us standing in the aisleway just all reacting to stuff. And some guy I didn't even know, I gave him a hug when he came when the guest that kicked out and won. I didn't even know that dude. We were all losing our shit, man. It was a magical fucking night, man. I just hate you guys didn't experience the magic. I hate it, man. I hate it.
Glad you did.
This didn't make me want to resub.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I really don't.
Hey, MLW's
So
on there now. MLW's on there now too.
Like what?
the
Oh,
the
Fusion.
TV show,
Fusion's on there.
the TV show.
Ain't that on YouTube?
Yes.
Eh,
And it's on, what's the name of that Stark service they with now?
Can't remember.
What's it called? I can't remember. Some
What?
service they're on. Sean, what's the name of that shady service that
Oh,
MLW's on?
Flow
I don't
Slam.
know.
No, not
No.
Flow.
Flow Slam? Oh my god.
I miss Flow
Something
Slam.
ridiculous. It shows
I
like
miss Flow Slam.
concerts or something like that, and now they got like a deal with them. I can't.
Access
Veeps? I
TV?
think it's called Veeps.
Yeah, Veeps. You can watch it on Veeps.
All right. So then there's the other shoe with Mr. Suji.
Oh, good. What else you gotta talk about?
So Kadani did an interview with Playboy of all people. I didn't know Playboy Japan was a thing, but apparently, is it Takiori Kadani?
They like titties and
Takaki
that too.
Kadani, I think it is.
Takiaki
Yeah.
Takiaki Kadani. He does an interview with them. So he basically says, because when the sale happened, we were like, this is way below their value. What's up with this? And he basically tells a story that when Yoda Tsuji made all those comments about Bushiroad, that it basically gave him PTSD. And it's like, okay. and that he told Ghetto to get the belt off of him, and he immediately began sale negotiations because he was done with this fool. And it's like, one guy? Really? One guy caused you to sell New Japan just because he said you're just a trading card company and you treat us like another deck. That
I mean,
comment
you
kept
gotta
you up at
remember,
night.
you gotta remember, it's not just the
It's ju
one guy that was precedent. Naito used to do this shit. Like, so many guys did it, and I guess that was, like, the straw. I think that might have been the straw. I think he was like, "He keeps putting the belts on these guys that don't fucking respect me. See, you know what? Fuck these people." That's probably what happened, man. I don't think it was
but,
just
I
one
mean
guy.
okay, keep
No,
going,
good,
Chase.
Josh.
No, keep going, Chase.
But yeah, it was some other stuff. Like he said, what was that ridiculous quote? Like he had a good point about fandom, but his
About
example was
about
all
Stardom,
wrong.
but he used Stardom.
Uh,
He
so
said,
he
he
was
said, "Obsessive fans, can cause, like, the downfall and the decline of our industry." I mean, look at Stardom or something like that, he said. I was like, "Bro, Stardom? What a bad example." The
like
best
it's
example is the WWE. It's the best example of that.
uh, but he, it's like really, dude, you you sold this company for far less than it's worth just because you felt some type of way of what Yoda Suji said.
It's also Japan. It's also Japan,
Mhm.
and they're
Like
still Japanese as much as
what they got was $160 million less than it's worth.
I'm just saying that it's Japan. It's still Japan. It will always still be Japan. Everyone can try to make it sound like it's not Japan.
And
Japan is still weird. The Japanese are weird about
Cyber
things.
Agent would probably like, I mean,
They're still weird about
sure.
things.
uh,
So,
but again, this is another thing that pissed me off. Is the only reason I heard about this is because Dave Meltzer mentioned it on his podcast. Uh, Literally heard this from nowhere else. Saw it nowhere else until Dave mentioned it, and I'm just like, what? What? Like, is all we have to cover is we're gonna post quotes from fucking CM Punk's appearance on Stephanie's podcast all week? That's all we're good for, Fightful?
yes.
That's all we can
Yes,
do?
Mhm.
absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Like,
Yes,
what?
we are
Let
people, we
We
not
we
people,
have
we are
to
the National Enquirer
we
of pro
have
wrestling,
to
yes.
the
like,
stuff that WWPR sends us, we have to do as news or, "Oh
like,
my god, maybe
to me,
WWE won't like us, and then we won't get access to WWE."
I probably shouldn't say this because Tony's Kumbaya approach is clearly working because their tickets are moving, ratings are up, pay-per-view buys are nuts, yada, yada, yada. But to me, if it had been me in charge of my company and my viewership beats Raw's viewership for the first time in 7 years, I'm sending out a fucking press release. I'm telling every motherfucker on earth, hey, we beat this motherfucking show that's been on for 33 years. I don't give a fuck about the 50.1 million. Like, come on. Like,
What do you
bang
what
this
why
People
but
have
drum.
people
why?
have proven
For what
people have
reason? Like,
proven
what
not
is
to
that
like
gonna
that though.
accomplish by doing that?
We're better
Like,
than
if
them.
that happened, what would that accomplish by doing by saying
We're
that we
better
beat
than them.
I don't
Put
even
their
think
dicks
you
in the
say
dirt.
I don't
it'll
even
just
think you
set off
have
the
to
But
say that.
crazies.
I don't know, I don't
I think you all I'm trying to think of how you can say it without
that's a
because the
little
problem is,
tribalistic for me. That's why I don't think it should be a thing. Like, I don't think
like, I
that
think
you should
you
you
can
can boast about your
celebrate.
show without talking about theirs.
That's
Ironic.
what
They
I'm trying
do it
I
all
thought
the
about
time the other
tribalism.
way, though. Like, all the time.
Let them.
Chase, like
I hate this
like
kumbaya bullshit.
no, I'm
Hate
serious,
it.
but the wider wrestling fan, unfortunately, has proven that they prefer when people just, like, don't even acknowledge, like, it's
Right.
just proof now. Like, the numbers and everything have proven it.
Well, no, that's not
Man.
true. I don't think that's I think it's
I don't
they
well,
don't like it.
AEW I think AEW fans like that because
No. No, 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 no. I think you have fans that don't like it. I think they're fine with it as long as you're not saying it about WWE. I think that's the issue.
what do you mean? Explain.
Like, I think you have a lot of fans that are like, "Oh, why are you saying bad things about WWE? But, oh, you can say whatever you want about AEW or whoever." and
Yeah, well,
that's
yeah,
fine.
okay.
Like, I think you have a lot I think that's where a lot of the tribalism, like, really comes from, and I don't think people get that. I don't think people don't take a step back and look at it because even if you there's tribalism on both ways. The WWE tribalism is so, like, because it's not just that it's tribalism, it's weird tribalism. That's like, it's weird stuff that they bring up, and it's like, "Okay, but anyways. So what's next? What were we
We're on to Brandon stuff now.
Hold on, real quick, real quick. To
Okay,
wrap
you
up
yeah.
my to wrap up my Chicago trip, in case he listens to this, I introduced Oscar Lube to our show. He searched it on Spotify. I don't know if he clicked play. I hope you did, brother. You will enjoy it. We praise you on here, other than Chase saying you need to wrestle better. But
No,
but
the last show I said he was the 4th most over guy in the company. What you talking about?
But shout out to you, Oscar Lube, and shout out to everybody I met. I want to name some people. I got to chop it up with JJ Williams. I don't know if y'all know him, but that's the photography guy.
Yes.
He's on
Yeah.
everywhere. Got to chop. He was cool as hell. Russell Tati, I don't know if y'all know her, but she makes YouTube videos. Really cool. I met Jack and Carissa, Cheeky Jack and Carissa. They were cool as fuck. This older gentleman whose name escapes me right now, but his wife was also there, and his wife had been a wrestling fan for 35 years, and they met at a wrestling show, and then it's been magic ever since. So shout out to them. And I was like, bro, where you find her at? The fan of the show that watches and listens to us that wouldn't give me his screen name. You come up to me at the meet and greet, you say hi. What is your screen name? Identify yourself. I'm not gonna pick on you or anything like that. I was humble. I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool that you listened to our show. That was dope. That was dope. It was cool meeting you. Rich Craich, cool as fuck. Uh, Dope as hell to meet him. And even the whack ass guy at the show that wouldn't shut the fuck up. Thanks for making the trip unbelievable. The homeboy that I told to listen to our show that I met at Galloping Ghost, that we run around the arcade just beating people asses and reported what we did. That was cool too. So yeah, just cool meeting all y'all.
how
Experience
Shoulda
I'll
how
went
never
how
forget.
was that?
shoulda went to go
How would
see what up to, Duke, because Duke was there.
Yeah, Duke. Yeah, by the way, I forgot about that. I think I saw you, Duke. I think I saw you. But if you saw me and you didn't come speak, I think I saw you. I think I did. I wasn't sure that was you. There's a lot of people in the way. I was trying to make sure Britt was okay because her feet was hurting. She has bad feet. She's flat footed. Needs to go to the the podiatrist. Doesn't matter.
Yes.
But yeah,
You should know
podiatrist.
that,
Yeah.
Mr.
So
Insurance Man.
yeah, whatever, man. I know it when it's in front of me. But yeah. So if you saw me and you didn't come speak, shame on you, Duke. But what were you asking me, Josh?
well, no, I was asking you, like, how was Galloping Ghost? You
Well, the experience? Oh
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
like the hype was real, bro. Y'all was not lying. There,
It's
they
bigger than since we went.
like
Like, you've seen more
Yeah, they're over
stuff. It's
1,000
bigger.
arcades now.
dog, they have an original Children of the Atom, like,
Yeah.
Yes.
machine.
Yes,
Like,
yeah.
the original like, do y'all know how much that cabinet used to cost? Like, now it's a bit cheaper. It's, like, around $8,000 instead of $17,000, but they had an original Children of the Atom cabinet. They had the Royal Rumble cabinet. They had,
Yeah,
fucking,
they didn't have that when we were there.
they had Super Punch-Out and fucking Punch-Out. Like, what the fuck? And Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom. What else did I fucking see that I was just shocked by? They had the Street Fighter 6 arcade version and the Street Fighter 5 arcade version. Nobody
They
ever has both. They had both. It was crazy.
when we went, they had the only copies of Beavis and Butthead and Primal Rage 2, and there's others now
Yeah,
that are
yeah, yeah.
there.
I saw both of those too. I saw both of those. I played fucking Tattoo Assassins. What a piece of garbage. What a piece of
You gotta
garbage.
play it, though. You
Couldn't
gotta play
believe
it,
how
though.
bad that shit
What a
feels.
Hey,
game. What a
Like, it
game.
feels
Markeem,
worse than it looks. Why does it
Mark
feel so bad? Like,
I got a question, Markeem. Is the shmup
was
room still empty?
yeah, it was still empty. It was empty. Nobody was in there.
Mhm. Yeah,
Nobody
only
That's
was in
weirdos
insane.
play those games. Only
Nobody.
weirdos.
Nobody was in there. But yeah, it was fun. I this one lady beat me at Mortal Kombat, which was kind of crazy. Just I ain't trying to stereotype, but very unassuming. Did not expect what I received on Mortal Kombat 2. That was crazy.
2? Okay. Like,
Yeah, that
'cause
was
3's the one that's got the infinites real bad that you could just dial a
Yeah.
combo. Just if you
Yeah,
put it
that's
put
right.
it in fast enough, you won.
Yeah,
But
yeah, she
2
was kicking people ass at 1, 2, and 3, like, she was doing all that stuff, and I did not expect that. Just by looking at her, you wouldn't expect
did you
that, but
did you play Street Fighter?
the original? Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I had to.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay. It's
Of
so
course.
bad.
Can't do
It's so
anything.
terrible. It's so
Can't do any
terrible.
Not
It's so
but
bad.
I figured out the see, now I'm derailed, but I figured out the input, like, kinda shortcut to be able to get your shit out a little easier. Hold the strike button as you do the motion and then release it. It's so weird because it helps a little bit. Like, when you do the quarter circle, release punch, and for some reason, it
Um,
comes out 95% of the time. Not 95.
the
Yeah, but it was
last
fun. That was a
time
good fast pace.
the last time we
Alright,
were there, which
real
was
quick.
me, Ricky, and Brandon, we pretty much stayed around NFL Blitz for hours,
Yeah, it
just
was a
playing
bunch of
each
people
other.
playing those too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And NBA
Me and
Jam.
Ricky
I
and that.
I didn't even get to touch any of the NBA Jams because there's people always on them.
What about Hang Time?
Alright,
Surely you could have got on Hang Time.
Yeah,
Hang
nobody.
Time's underrated. Hang Time's underrated.
What
Brandon
about
did.
Arch
Um,
Rivals? Did you do Arch Rivals? Arch Rivals is there.
Yeah, I saw I saw the grid also. You played the grid? The grid is there too. Crazy.
I've never had 6 people. If we ever get a group of 6, we can actually do it. Anyways, Brandon, do
alright,
your
so
shit.
I got yeah, thank you, appreciate it. So I got a couple of G1, this is a couple evergreen topics that I came up with. We'll go over a few here. I tasked everyone with coming up with their all-time G1 block. So 10 guys in a block. It can be all time from any point in wrestling ever. And just who would you want in a block that you would see obviously all have matches with each other.
Who wants to go
I don't have to go
first?
too long into this. Did anyone want to go first?
I've been
I
talking
have
a
a
lot.
graphic.
Somebody else go.
I made a poster.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay,
All right,
let's
then go
show
for it. So
I
you were
made a
you
poster. So to me, number one, mine was like everybody's going to do a block with like all these top guys. No, I'm doing a B block. So here we go. Here's my guys. We're starting out with Buzz Sawyer, the best power slam ever. This guy in this format would fucking rule. And I'm sad he never got to do it. Dean Malenko, man of 1,000 holds. Need I say more? WCW young Dustin Rhodes. He was athletic along with having the natural talent. 2007 Eric Stevens. This guy was a powerhouse. This guy was a powerhouse, and there's always always gotta have a young guy in there you gotta get over, and he would have been perfect in this. Hayabusa in this format would have been fucking awesome. Necro Butcher's just a wild, crazy brawler, and it would be insane to see him in this match. Particularly, I wanted to see Necro Butcher versus Roosh for the same reason. I want dudes that hit hard. Rob Van Dam, pretty much the same thing. High flyer striker, just like Hayabusa. And the last two, I don't need to say anything because you know why they're there. But that is my
It's
dream
not bad.
block.
It's not bad.
That's not bad.
It's very good.
Eric Stevens is funny.
All right, I guess
Gotta
I'll
have
go
a
next.
young guy.
I guess I'll go next.
But me and Josh is almost exactly the same.
All right. So
I'm
Hashimoto,
just spamming great
Muto.
guys.
All right. Masawa, Kobashi, Kawada, Samoa Joe, Vader, Bam Bam Bigelow, Ishii, and Shingo.
There's just a bunch of big guys that hit the shit out of each other.
Yep.
All his matches will look the same.
They all be
Yeah,
awesome.
I had variety. I had 2 wrestlers.
Yeah, I at
I had
least
a
put- I at
technical
least put a-
master.
I got a comedy guy in mind, so just to mix it up just a little bit.
I was like, nope. This is. I
That's
want.
fire. That's
I want
fire.
10 guys that I want to see them all wrestle each other, and that's.
Have the same
what I
match
want.
over and over.
Yep.
I'm kind of similar.
You're getting old.
I'm kind of
Hey,
similar to that.
I would have done
so
that before. So
Mine I have is I got Danielson, Angle, Osprey, Tanahashi, Omega, Rey Mysterio Jr., Orange Cassidy, Samoa Joe, Darby Allin, and then I need a comedy guy. I got Jey Uso.
Jey Uso.
got who?
Jey Uso.
I put Jey Uso in G1. Hey man, I need a Toriano. I need a Bad Luck Fale spot. Let me see what can happen. And there's a test. Is this dude really good, or is he just?
No, he's not.
The answer is no. The answer is
I mean, if you
Are
want
we
comedy,
all
you
going to
could
have
done.
Samoa Joe?
You could have done.
We're 3
you
for
could
3
have
on
done.
Samoa Joe so far.
What?
I
We're
think
Whoa.
3 for
everyone
3 on
feels like
Samoa Joe
Samoa
right
Joe would
now.
be very,
Yes.
very good in a G1, especially like Prime Joe. Like, yeah.
Y'all want me to go? Sean, you go. How about Sean, you go? I can't hear you, Sean. Can't hear you.
You're
Sean
muted.
Oh,
You're
there you go.
muted.
My
Sorry,
bad.
sorry about that.
Couldn't even say it.
Okay, let me think about this.
Oh,
This
you
is
didn't write it down? You weren't ready?
You in the
I've
message.
Man.
I just asked him. So
yeah,
Okay.
I've been thinking about it for the last couple minutes.
Let's
Have
go for
Martine
couple
go
minutes.
first, and you can
Yeah,
go
No,
last.
I
no,
go
no.
first and
It's
then come
okay.
back.
It's okay. I
No,
got it.
yeah,
I got
Sean,
it.
let him rock.
I'd probably go Ishii, Shingo, Prime Joe, obviously. Shibata. That's 3. Or no,
You
that's
said
4.
Shibata.
That's
4.
4.
I almost said Shibata.
Kenny. I'll go with Naito because Naito, he's Prime Naito's awesome. So I think that's what 6.
Mhm.
And then I guess I'll go with Osprey. Very chalk, obviously. Osprey, I guess Prime Danielson, Prime Kurt Angle would be 9.
Take current day Danielson.
And
That's what.
okay, let me think. One more. Okay, this is
Oh,
gonna be this
Joe.
is gonna. I said
He says
Smojo.
he said
He said
he said
Joe.
Joe.
So we're 4
I
for
s-
4. Okay.
I still like this guy as his work.
He about to
Obviously,
say something stupid.
no, because when he was in New Japan,
Disclaimer.
when he was in New Japan, he was incredible. Mike Elgin. I mean, come on.
Oh, I mean, listen,
Michael
we're just talking about him as a worker. We're
Yeah,
just talking about him as a worker.
Hey man, Michael Elgin, Kenny Omega ladder match. One of the best ladder matches
Hey,
I've ever
He
seen.
had some great matches,
we
man.
want to talk about the we can't
stuff.
name them, Elgin and Davey.
Like,
That match.
I need to watch that match. We got to put that on the list. Well, I know
yeah.
we can't watch it on the show, but we got to figure something out. Cause I need to watch that match. There's no way it's that good. No way.
All right, so
You were there?
mine is. What happened? What happened? What I miss? Okay, mine is kind of similar to John. I just talk shit about him, but I have Jun Akiyama, John Moxley, Dr. Duff, Steve Williams, Kazuchika Okada, Tomohiro Ishii, Kenta Kobashi, Taz, Samoa Joe, Stan Hansen, and I got one comedy guy, Colt Cabana. There you go.
There you go. That's good.
Hey, that he's worked a bunch of Noah tours. That fits.
There you go. There you go. He could
We're-
get in there with all those mean guys. I put Okada in there because to me, Okada's at his best when he's getting the shit beat out of him. And all these dudes are gonna beat the shit out of him. But Colt Cabana, his whole thing will be, man, why I keep getting put in here with these tough ass dudes, man? I'm just trying to have fun. And all his matches can be like trying to
Or
stay
you know
away
what you
from
could
them.
do? You could do he gets hurt in the first match
And
and
he comes
then
back as Matt Classic.
yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
You know, it's funny. I remember fantasy booking like with other people, like who would be cool to see in a G1 back when the New Japan was in its prime, like pre-COVID. And one person at that time, like 2018, 2019, who was kept getting brought up because I guess even though he was getting pushed down people's throats, his work was better, was Roman Reigns. So maybe like maybe not current Roman Reigns, but like Roman
I'm
Reigns
right
from
with you,
like
brother.
6 years ago.
No, that
Right
would have
with you.
been
Wait, hang on. They're saying that they want to see Roman Reigns. In a G1?
No. Just fantasy big. Oh, who would have been cool to see in a G1? Roman Reigns, circa 6 years ago before he turned heel.
Roman was an
The big
underrated
dog.
worker there, man.
I'm not saying I'm not saying that I would agree with you on that, but 9 matches of Roman Reigns. I don't know.
Again,
was
not
tough.
modern Roman Reigns. We're talking Roman Reigns of like 2019.
Would have been fun, man. Would have been fun.
Hang on, Duke on his list that's on there. You see his? I can't post anything.
People putting in the chat.
There-
My chat's not even moving.
There, he ain't posted. Oh, 93 Brett, 92 Sting, 2000 Rock, 08 Joe, 2000
Wait,
Angle. That's a weird
You
choice.
TNA guy, dog.
87 Macho Man. Kevin Knight, Braun Breaker, Bandito, and 98 Goldberg.
Goldberg in a fucking G1.
G1. I
That'd be
guess you get a
awful.
lot of short
He
matches.
have to make it to the final. He got to go to
Yeah.
the final.
Does he?
He has to, man.
98? Yeah.
Yeah, he has to.
You think he's going over? He's going to beat The Rock in their match?
That could be the final. That
be the
could be
final.
the block decider. The
You
block
can do a double
decider is
count
The
out.
Rock.
But they
Yeah.
would still, but they would have a match though. I don't know. That's it.
Brandon's like, I don't want to see The Rock in the year 2000. Goldberg. Yeah, I don't think that'd be very good.
All right. Real quick, I also wanted y'all to do. We're gonna do a Blue Moon mixtape. Should call it that. I don't know. So we're gonna go over. I said 5. Maybe look at 3 because 5 might be a lot. But let's kind of go. We'll go one by one, so that way we don't name the same stuff. We can kind of switch stuff up. So we're
Can I
gonna make
start?
recommendations for all time or our favorite G1 matches that we've done. I'm gonna go in the order that I see. I know it's a little bit different for everyone, but I'm gonna go in the order that I see here on the screen. So Marking, you're first.
Okay, good.
With
I'm
your
glad
first
I'm first.
recommendation.
So my recommendation is the match that made my fiance now understand pro wrestling. Jay White, Kota Ibushi,
Yeah,
2019 G1
I know that
final.
was gonna be it.
That match has everything about pro wrestling all in one place, and that is why I stand that dude. That is why. That performance. One of the greatest performances from any pro wrestler of all time.
Match. I do love the match. I got Chase on here next.
Masahir Shawno versus Rick Rude. Absolutely do not watch the
Choice.
Starcade rematch.
Good choice. Good choice.
What, Chase? What?
I almost
Don't watch the Starcade
had it.
rematch.
I almost had it on my list. So
Josh, what's on your list? First one.
let's do AJ versus Suzuki.
No, Suzuki. I
Suzuki.
knew it.
Fucker.
Yep. Y'all
That's
remember
on my
his
list. I'll take it off, but that's on my list.
do y'all remember his review of that match? Josh was losing his fucking mind.
That was that. But here's the thing: the
That's just
reason why I think that match is because the one thing I love about the G1 is people kind of like proving themselves through the G1, and that was AJ's that was the match. Like he had other
I could
great
be
matches.
tough. Yeah, I could be tough.
Yeah, and that was the match. He went in there with him and Suzuki. I love that match. So
all right, I'm on deck. I'll go. I still got it as probably the greatest G1 match of all time, and that's Tomohiro Ishii versus Katsuyori Shibata.
my list too.
Motherfucker.
That was
Like-
on my list. I gotta take it off.
Like, it wasn't an epic match. It was 12 minutes, and it was one of the best stories I've ever seen. And these dudes went in there and absolutely destroyed each other. I've watched this match, God, at least 20 times. I don't know. This is the match that absolutely made me fall in love with New Japan. I would say, like,
Yeah.
what made me a fan, like, started to watch them was the Okada and Tanahashi match from Wrestle Kingdom 7. But watching this match that year when you have to pay the $150 on Ustream to watch
Right.
G1, and I watched this on here, that's what made me a fan on there. So I'll go with that one.
You didn't even mention that when this match happened, you called me on the phone, drugged me out of my hiatus, and made me watch this match.
This was a good one. This was one great one, man.
So are we all picking several different matches here, or are we just picking
Three
one?
matches.
We're
matches,
yeah, we're doing
okay.
3, but we're just kind of going in a circle, so that way
Okay.
we don't pick each other's
Okay,
matches.
because
Pick something different.
my first thing, I would say just the entire Naito Omega series, because they had 3 matches 3 years in a row in the G1.
Motherfucker.
But if I had to pick one from the bunch, my personal favorite and the only match that I would ever go 6 stars on is their first match from 2016, the B Block final.
Find you someone that loves you the way Sean loves that match. Sean brings that up whenever he
Yeah.
gets a chance to, man.
Because what happened, the story with that is that I woke up just in time to watch it, and I was convinced that Naito was going to win because Goto had already made the G1 final through the A block, and Naito and Goto had wrestled twice already in that year and split matches. So I figured that, okay, that makes the most sense that, they're going to meet in the final and have the deciding series. So when Omega won, that was a total shock to me, and the result itself was a big reason why I love that match. But if I had to pick one of the whole series is great, but if I had to pick one match, it would be the 2016 match.
Hey, man, producer stuff on the fly. We're gonna go snake format. Sean, go again.
Okay. If I had to pick one that wasn't Omega Naito, by the way, I do think that I think Kenny might be one of Naito's but maybe Kenny might be my favorite Naito opponent, but
I don't think that's a
that's just
debate.
me. Um, but okay, I'll go another one a little off the board. Maybe ones that a match that people don't remember. That was excellent. 2019 Cork and Hall, Moxley and Ishii.
Mm-hmm. I remember
Almost
that.
made
Yeah,
mine.
yeah.
Almost made mine.
That's got Tomohiro Ishii doing a frog splash through a table. That's one of the best matches of all time. Just instantly, just for that spot.
I am also gonna pick an Ishii match again. So 2018 Omega versus Ishii.
You motherfucker!
Outside
Motherfucker!
outside of the little issue botch that they had in like 3 minutes into the match, this match was perfection to the point. And I know people don't like him, but Kevin Kelly lost his mind watching this match, and I
Kevin
lost it
Kelly did
watching it
lose
with
his
him.
mind.
Well, that's what I'm saying. As far as this match, yeah, this match is awesome. I'll pick that one. Josh, back on you.
Let's see. Let's do
I'm sorry, I know I
it,
messed y'all up.
nobody. I don't think anyone's done it. No one's done Tanahashi and Ibushi yet, right?
I
There we
That
go.
was on
was.
my list though.
I was.
My list is wiped out, by
My
the
the other two are gone.
way.
Jesus.
But yeah, that match is just awesome. That was you know that
I
was
teared up. I teared up
Ibushi's.
on that match. At the end of
That
that
was a
match,
that was
watching that whole
Ibushi's.
tournament to that point, and it's just
That's Ibushi's like I'm here match to me. So
Man, the spot where Ibushi goes nuts and he starts hitting Tana with the palm strikes, and the Tana starts walking him down. That's superhero pro wrestling shit right there, man. It's great stuff. Great stuff. All right, Chase, what you got?
No, it's you. Oh, it is me. Okay. So, 2018 Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Minoru Suzuki. I love this match. This is a JR match because it's all about isolating a body part. Because Minoru Suzuki for 20 minutes, because this is when Tanahashi was in a way with his knee, not both knees at this time, but the first one had started to degrade, and Suzuki relentlessly works it over for 20 minutes until Tanahashi
Reverse
does an
Dragon Screw?
inverted dragon screw to
yeah.
Suzuki, and Suzuki screams. It's weird because you wouldn't think of him screaming, but he screams when it happens. It's just beautiful pro wrestling, in my opinion.
Good one. That's a good one. All right. So I don't want to keep choosing finals, but I got to choose my other favorite final, 2015,
No,
Shinsuke Nakamura.
oh my
Yeah,
god.
Brandon. Yeah, Brandon. Revenge. Sweet revenge. But 2015, Tanahashi
Great
and
match.
Shinsuke Nakamura. This is probably the most dramatic G1 final. I think that like when each high fly flow was like, is it still gonna move? Is it still gonna get the knees up? Yeah, it's drama at its best. But yeah, that'll be my second. We still going snake.
Yeah, go for a third one. I got no more matches, but you go for
All
it if
right,
you got
so
anything else. Actually, I got one more.
all right, so if we're doing a third one, I'm gonna go 2017. I'm gonna go Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Tetsuya Naito as the block decider. Everyone talks about that final, and it's incredible. It's absolutely amazing. But that match is almost as good as that final. These two dudes, to me, it's the best match they've had against each other. And again, this tournament is always built on drama and unexpected, expect the unexpected. And we all thought Naito's gonna go into the kingdom, probably gonna beat Okada. That part didn't happen, but this match planted the seed of doubt because there were a couple times where they got me, and I thought like it was over. But yeah, that would be my third one.
Got Chase.
Okay, yeah, okay. So, since I had time to look and none of the other fuckers have stolen from me, I got the G1 26 final between Kenny Omega and Hiroki Goto. Just the Omega paying tribute to all the prior Bullet Club leaders by doing their moves during this match was incredible. Just all the symbolism. Is this the one with the Ibushi looking at him spot?
Is it?
No, that was Evasion Attack.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was
yeah. Yeah.
well, that was Kenny looking at Ibushi. I don't know if he appeared here. Maybe he
What you
did.
talking about, brother?
There was the Evasion Attack match where Kota was wrestling AJ, and then Kenny appeared at ringside. This is when Kenny was like junior
No, I'm talking
champion.
about when they reverse it.
Yeah, I think they reversed it. I don't remember when that was though.
Okay, but yeah, I love this match is fucking incredible. I like the Naito match slightly better, but asshole down there already said it. Yeah, this is great, and it started Kenny Omega's ascendancy of New Japan.
All right,
Josh, you got
Josh.
one?
Let's see which I got 2 left. Let's see. Let's do the one. Let's Naito and Osprey from 2023. That would be
That was dope. I watched that at the beach, man. I was like, "This is incredible, bro." And then isn't that the one where Naito got knocked out and he still
think
got
so.
through the rest
I
of the
think
match? Yeah. Yeah.
Um, Part of me wants to put in a it's a super random match that I love. It was Zack Sabre Jr. versus Bad Luck Fale. The match wasn't all that great, but the crowd was so into it, and it was a count-out victory that Zack needed that victory,
I remember
and
that.
he got it when he caught Bad Luck Fale up in the stands and then ran back to the I
Yeah,
love
that
that
was
so
cool. That was
much.
cool.
But I would say, man, for the anticipation alone, and the match was excellent. But the anticipation alone, I just remember everyone was so giddy that morning to be able to watch this match, and that would be Omega versus Ibushi from the
2018.
2018 no, 2019.
20,
No, 2018, 2018,
2018
yeah.
blocked
Yeah,
aside, right?
2019 is the
2018,
first
yeah.
AEW.
Right,
2019 is AEW. Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, the anticipation of that match, I think, was at Budokan as well, so it's like,
Mhm.
I mean, everything kinda lined up as far as, like, that match being big time, and again, the match was really, really awesome, so I would go with that one.
Back to me. Okay. I'll go with Osprey versus Lance Archer from Dallas in 2019. The birth of the Murder Hawk Monster.
I probably should have told that. I probably should have chose that because I was there. So didn't choose.
Yeah, those two had great chemistry, and that was an awesome match. Still remember, I
New
think what was it?
Japan.
The choke slam through the table.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Sounded like a shotgun in that arena.
If New Japan books a big building and they only fill up a quarter of it,
Markeem Graham.
we'll be there.
there you go.
Alright, we'll throw the game we'll do that for another day, so I'm done. I got everything I'm done.
What was left? I don't know.
It
What was
was
left.
don't we'll talk about it later. If it comes up, we'll bring up something all the time, but it's all good. Y'all got anything else? Anybody else got anything else?
I think it's it. I think it's
Uh,
it.
Once again, thank you everybody I met. Love y'all to death. Thank y'all.
What about me?
We'll be back.
I'm talking about at the
Oh,
show.
I know something. Where all did you eat while you were there?
Oh, good question. So, who was that
That
said
man
Portillo's?
ate at the hotel restaurant. Man,
The
come on.
Harry Caray's. So when I got there,
Yeah,
I went straight to
watch
Harry
out.
Caray's. That steak was fucking amazing. Like that shit changed my life.
Wait,
So
what
nice you had
hotel?
it twice.
What
Uh,
hotel did you stay at, Markeem?
I stayed at Sonesta at Rosemont.
Okay, because you said Harry Carey, and when I was in Chicago the week prior, I stayed at a hotel that also had a Harry Carey, though I guess it must be a different location.
It might be. Where were you?
Hey,
Were you in the city or were you in?
No,
no one talked about no one brought up Omega Okada.
I was
Nobody brought that up.
Hey, that was
Wow.
that was
Okay.
a
Interesting.
Nobody thinks about that.
I mean, I don't
match.
think about when I think about that series, I don't
Yeah,
think
I
about
never
that
think
match
about
that was
that
a
much.
great match, though. I thought that match was
It's
excellent.
fourth. Is
Yeah, I
anybody
have
gonna
four.
rank?
That's the one. That's the one Britt likes the most though, because she says it's not as
Dominion
long.
2017,
I honestly,
Wrestle Kingdom
I
Dominion
liked
18.
that match more than the 1 hour draw, personally.
Oh man, I love the Dominion match.
That's the same look I gave her when. What? What's wrong with you? But
When-
Sean, what hotel was that
I
you
was
stayed
I
at?
was near. Were you near Downers Grove?
I have no idea. I don't know. I know I was right next to O'Hare. I do know that. I could walk
Let
to
me look.
O'Hare.
Let me look at the name of
In
the
fact, I
hotel
did.
again.
But yeah, so I ate Harry Carey's. I ate Giordano's. Chase, was
Okay.
that Tay that said Portillo's wasn't good?
He said Italian beef
Tripping.
wasn't all that.
I agree with
Tripping.
him. I agree with
Tripping.
Tay.
Well, Brittany didn't like it either, but she tripping.
Oh,
Yeah.
Did you get it? Did you get it dipped?
Ugh.
Yeah. I ate she did, and I ate hers. I ate like the other half of hers because she didn't like it. But
Westin Chicago
it's so
Lombard. Is that where you
That's like the
stayed?
famous.
best. Like,
No?
oh my god.
no. I
Okay.
stayed in Sonesta
Okay.
O'Hare.
I guess there must be more than one Harry Carey. So
I guess so.
No.
But yeah, that steak, Sean, you know that steak is incredible. It's
I
incredible.
mean, I unfortunately I didn't eat there when I was there, but
missed out.
when I was in Chicago though, I did make sure to go stop at oh god, what's the place? The chicken place. Nando's.
Nando's, yeah, we stopped at Nando's. It was cool.
Only because there's none near me, so where I live, so that was my
closest one,
chance to go
DC.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear Will Ospreay talking about it all the time, so I was like, let me try
He's
it.
fine.
And
He's
it's,
fine.
it's, it's not bad.
Look, man. I'm guessing if it's like you're used to British food and you're like, oh, it's incredible. Oh, my, oh. But bruv, this is brilliant, in it.
And I was like, this shit is fine. We had some place called Eggy's Diner for breakfast. That was cool. So let's see. Other places. I don't remember, Josh. You put me on the spot. Uh, but yeah, we went to some Mexican spot. We went to some Chinese place in Chinatown that was not very good. And I
So
was like,
nothing very memorable is what you're saying. huh?
yeah, like
Like-
the deep dish and the Chicago dog is what I was there for, and I got that. So
See, I go and I'm a horrible person because I love it, and even though I know it's horrible, is White Castle because I have nothing
Oh
like that.
Oh
no.
my god.
is
Oh
your
man.
stomach
It's
okay?
so
Is your
terrible,
stomach-
man. It's so
Yeah,
bad.
well, here's the thing.
Hey, I was right there with you, man.
Hey,
you mean
every time I go to
I can get 14 of these and it's
Yep.
less than $10? Hell yeah.
Oh, that
And
should
they got
have made you question that shit. What the fuck?
Hey,
and
I ate
then,
like
and then they got the chicken rings. Oh.
mhm,
Mm.
much
But,
better than Crystals. Much better than Crystals. I've never liked Crystals, so if you know what Crystal Burgers is.
they're based out of Mississippi. Nothing's good from that state.
Put mustard on it. I don't understand. Anyway,
You like mustard on a burger?
it's just mustard.
Oh.
Oh, that's gross.
It's just
Have some
mustard.
condiments and hook it up.
Just mustard.
Is that it for us, guys?
I think that's
I
it.
think
I think
so.
that's
We'll
it.
be
I don't-
back, and we're not previewing because they ain't got no matches for the pay per view, so we ain't gonna preview it. So we'll be back in 2 weeks to review
Or
talking
Redemption.
about?
Redemption. What is
There's
the
like-
lamest name?
There's like
lamest
6
name for a
matches
pay-per-view.
announced for SummerSlam. What are we talking about?
SummerSlam. We ain't talking
Yeah.
about fucking SummerSlam.
I mean, you got Jacob Fatu and the Usos versus Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, and Royce Keys. You're not
Solo
excited to see
Sikoa,
that?
who's a face for some reason.
What? What'd
Solo
you
S-
say?
Solo Sikoa is a baby face for some
Ja-
reason
Ja-
now.
Hold on. Okay, Markeem. 6-man tag. These are the participants.
Oh, real quick, man. I know you're trying to get out of here, but I know nothing of this. Go ahead.
Representing the bloodline, we have Jacob Fatu and the Usos. That team makes sense. Then their opponents make no sense.
No, it doesn't. Because why is Jacob Fatu with those guys? But go ahead.
Because they're redoing Sami Zayn, except there's Jacob Fatu. Because that's all they know how to do. But their opponents are Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, and Royce Keys.
I thought Roman Reigns was a face.
He
I
is.
thought he was a face.
He is.
What? So, are they heels? Like, or is it just like good guy versus good guy? Let's do cool stuff. Is that what's happening? Even though none of those dudes really do cool stuff.
I don't know.
except
I
for
ain't-
them.
I
There's
ain't
nothing
watched
wrong
that
with that,
show.
though. There's nothing wrong with that.
You
That's
should.
what the all-in main event is about to be.
You should have.
Maybe
You
not.
should have.
Maybe
You
not.
should have seen how they
Maybe not.
wrote Paul Heyman out of the Vision.
What happened?
No.
So 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 they so uh so they've Maxine Dupree has turned on man who shouldn't be there and Otis, and they're no longer Alpha Academy, even though Chad Gable's never been with them in years. But she broke away from them, and they have hooked her up with Austin Theory because they think having a hot girl with Austin Theory, that'll get him over. And then they're making out backstage, and Logan Paul and Braun Baker are standing next to him. And Paul Heyman's just walking by, turns his head and says, "Well, I guess you don't need me anymore," walks on.
Let's go. All right, y'all. Let's go. See y'all in 2 weeks, man.